Yeah.
Okay. So you get to the guild and you enter, and this is where we're gonna go back to everybody else really quick. But you guys, the people that are in the tavern, you see this dragonborn sort of enter, and then maybe about like 3 minutes later, Dryzen kind of comes in after. Um,
Uh,
and yeah,
do
what
I
do you guys?
recognize the dragon?
I mean, yes, but you've probably never spoken to him.
Uh,
I want to
I
go
don't.
to Carp. So
Uh,
you use swords, right?
Yes?
So I went to the magic shop earlier, and they had a neat little sword that you might like. It's like a jade sword.
A, a jade sword?
Yeah.
I look very confused.
So apparently, if it takes a lot of a certain type of damage, it'll break. But I mean, it looks like a pretty good sword, better than the one you have.
I'll have to go by there tomorrow and look at that. Thank you for letting me know, actually.
Hmm. And then I want to look around for Dabbledob and Garth.
They're sort of arguing towards like the entrance of the stairs, but off to the right, sitting at a table, just kind of arguing about spells. You can kind of tell that
Yeah,
it's getting a little heated.
I want to go over there and just
Okay, so
listen.
you kind of walk up, and Dabbledob keeps talking about how this spell's better than this spell, and this spell's better than this spell. Let me see if you guys can. Here we go. There's Dabbledob,
my God.
and there's Garth, and they're currently just arguing with each other. Are you doing anything else? Or just sitting and listening to their?
I just want to listen and see what types of spells they're talking about.
Oh my gosh, they're going through every single spell in the book. There's like Ice Lance. They're talking about ones you've never even heard of. There's one called Ten Sears Transformation that apparently Dabbledob knows, and they're just going through a bunch of them. Pretty much everything in the book. They're just finding anything to argue about.
Okay.
Like, well, I've invented a spell that can put arrows on fire. Ha! You won't need that. And they're just arguing back and forth.
Okay, I'll just sit with them while other people do
Okay.
I'll be with Roger, and I'll say in Orcish as we head towards Carburn's direction. Did you want to tell them about your name right now, or maybe tomorrow when we're all together?
I mean, I don't care. It's not really much of a secret anymore.
Well, I mean, still, it's either you run around and tell everyone your name, or just do it all at once.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I defer to your 12-year-old wisdom.
Oh, and before we go there, I learned that Carbon is a slave trader before this.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, did you know people like her before?
What do you mean, like her race, the darker skinned?
Yeah.
Elven? Oh no, I mean, we had a couple come through as slaves, but I've never worked with one.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought I'd let you know. And I go up to Carbon.
Yo, Dr. C.
I look
I had
up.
a question.
Yes?
Why are you here? As in, why did you change your mind about your whole entire Drow society?
The simplest answer, I guess, is just that I never agreed with their ways and what they do. And I didn't want to live there anymore.
But you lived there your entire life. Where did you learn that maybe this wasn't the best idea?
I never learned it. It just, the things they did never set right with me, if that makes sense.
I mean, a little bit, but wouldn't it have been normal for you to do all these things? Hello?
I'm here. I'm just like out of character. She's quiet for a minute, and honestly, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say here.
Well, because I know, well, I don't know if this is too much information, but you know that Roger was not the best person before. No offense, Roger.
Really, none taken.
But now he's really cool and awesome. And I think it was somebody that told him or showed him his ways.
There was an incident a few years ago that showed me that there was another way to live, but it wasn't something that somebody came out to me and said, "Wow, you can go to the surface and stop killing people wantonly." It it was a mixture of it. Things just didn't feel right, and that other thing.
Okay. And speaking of bad things, should we be worried about? I know he said not to worry, but how do we know what this demon thing is doing with Beja?
Wait, this what now?
Emil, you're more magically inclined than I am. You would probably have a better idea, but I don't know that we can know about the demon thing. But
I barely knew I could spew fire a few days ago.
All right, hold on. Wait, whoa, we're going a little fast. What?
Oh, and I tell him in Orcish. Shh, 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 shh. Beja has a demon inside of her, but I don't know if we should tell her that we know that yet.
He just sort of like looks over his shoulder towards like the where Beja's sitting, and then he just looks back to you guys like, you're that's a joke, right? Like that's pretty funny.
I wish we were kidding, but Alpheus is the one who told us.
Like an actual from like, things they tell you at bedtime demon.
According to him.
Yeah, but she doesn't seem like she has one, so I don't.
Aside from that fire thing in the field that she doesn't seem to remember.
Do you think he or it or she, I don't know, could have done?
I mean, it makes sense if Beja doesn't remember it. It seems to explain a lot of things, actually.
Well, what did he say? What did Alpheus say?
That there's a demon inside of Beja and not to worry about it because he has it under control. Oh, and we have to do good things.
That's okay. What does that even entail?
Yeah.
Not robbing people, not killing people, not doing Dro stuff.
Oh. Darn. And he just kind of smiles at you, Carfran. Like it was just joking around.
That makes her internally happy, because it was a joke. Anyway, back to your question, Emil. I don't know that there's anything we can do other than keep an eye on her and note any weird behavior. She hasn't done anything terrible yet. The field was not good, but...
Well, is there a way to maybe learn more? I don't know if we ask her directly if she'll tell us anything. I mean, she hasn't told us anything so far.
Well, Seely, would it be metagaming to figure that the demon can see everything Beja sees, or is that a logical conclusion?
Depends on for you two. That's metagaming. For someone else that's more knowledgeable, probably not.
Okay. Back in character. I just don't know, Emil.
I'll think of something. Maybe you should think of something too in the morning. Joel?
I'm just shouting at him.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to hear you.
Dang it. I go up to the counter of the kitchen. Hello?
Okay, he like pokes his head up from the. He's.
Do you have something sweet?
And he just looks at you. He's like, what are you looking for?
Cake. Something big that I can share with a
cake?
lot of people. Yeah, yeah.
Only
What?
if you come in here and make it. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, so you go back in, you kind of take your apron off of the wall that it's hanging up near everybody else's, and you get ready. And what kind of cake are you wanting to make?
Strawberry cake.
Okay, that's definitely stuff that they would have in there. Just give me a performance with advantage because he's helping you.
That's natural 20.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes.
Okay, so you know those layered, really, really nice cakes with like, I guess frosting and like a lot of sugar. You make a really nice cake. Like it's just like it's practically sparkling. And Joel just stands and he flexes and he looks at you and he just keeps flexing.
I'll flex back.
And he just continue that for a couple moments and then he takes it and he makes sure everybody in the kitchen sees it and he just goes, "This is what passion gives you." And he like ruffles your hair. And as of right now, because of that, you are now efficient with cooking.
Yeah! Awesome! Okay, I'll take the cake and set it where Roger and Carbon were.
Okay. So you guys see this really fantastic cake. And I like to... So I think Carbon's probably never seen a cake before.
I would agree with that.
And Roger's just looking at it, and he's like, "Oh, God, you know I can't eat sweets very well."
I made it for us! Oh, come on, Roger, you can have the strawberries.
Okay. And he takes like a couple of the strawberries and like a little slim piece of the cake.
I'll take I'll cut out 2 slices. I'll save this one, don't anyone touch it, and I'll take the other slice and go to Ilaria.
Well, okay. So,
I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything before I do that.
yeah, is anyone doing anything specific? At around this point, you'd probably see Dryzen come in and like you would probably catch Dryzen halfway through the door.
What
Dryzen, have some cake.
I should have dinner first.
Well, have some cake later. It's really good. I worked really hard on it for you guys.
Okay.
What was your question, Grizz?
What time is it?
It's about 9-ish at this point.
AM or PM?
PM, sorry.
PM. Fuck.
But you are currently still like you're having the best date of your life with Bones right now at the bar. Yeah, like she's actually like she's not laughing at your jokes, but she's smiling. And you know, the occasional flirtatious, you know, back and forth. Because last week you rolled a natural 20.
Yes.
So,
I'll just spend the rest of the night on that date then, and then
Okay.
when it comes time to like,
I'll get to you when it starts to wind down.
I'll curl up by the fire again. By the way,
Oh shit! Okay.
that's like my go-to thing when it's like
A
time
bear
to
rug
sleep.
in front of the fire.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty much.
Okay.
Gil didn't
So-
want to buy a bear rug, so I just became the bear rug.
I guess. Gosh, Carbon. What does Carbon think of the cake?
Do you think she would have had many sweets? Like
Probably
at all?
zero. Probably zero.
How sweet is this cake?
I mean,
It's got frosting on it and a lot of sugar.
What is it, like a buttercream frosting? Like, because if it's like a cream cheese
Yeah.
frosting, it wouldn't be as sweet.
It's like a more of a buttery, sort of sugary.
So it's really sweet.
Yeah, it's like out of probably 9 out of 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a bite, and then the frosting's gonna be way too sweet because I've never had sweets before.
Mm-hmm.
But the cake's really good, so I'll eat the strawberries and like the cake, but leave the frosting kind of alone, you know?
Yeah,
But I really enjoy it other than that.
right on. Gosh, Nana's not in the call, so I guess we'll come back to her. But
Also, whenever I'm done eating and stuff, I am gonna go up to see Alfia.
yeah, so I guess we'll just. Beige, are you doing anything other than just listening to them? Kind of, and they've kind of brought you in on the conversation. Eventually, they're like, "Oh, what do you think is your favorite spell?" And they're like getting all up in your face about it.
Oh, well, so I don't. Wait, am I talking? Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
You're talking, we can hear you.
Okay, I didn't hear the thing happen, and I wasn't looking at it. Anyway, so I don't know that many spells right now, but I guess mirror image is pretty cool.
And Dabbledob kind of is like, "Yes, I really like that one." And then Garth from across the way is like, "Ha! I've had way better spells in my time."
What's better than mirror image?
Oh, let me tell you, polymorph.
But that doesn't help you from getting hit.
But it can turn you into a dinosaur. And he's gonna start casting polymorph on himself. And the rest of you kind of see this as a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of crashes through half of the wood casing that goes up the stairs. And everybody just starts like, whoa, 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 like freaking out. And there's a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex in this fucking place now.
I cast invisibility on the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh shit. Okay. Do they have to make a save or does it just happen?
Isn't it a D?
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything.
Okay, so
yeah.
Oh shit.
So it happens for a second, and then you kind of fast reacting about like a couple seconds later, turn a dinosaur invisible, and you just kind of everyone hears in the what's it called, the tavern hall, just like a roar, Tyrannosaurus Rex roar, and then he reverts it and he turns back into himself, and like your entire table is smashed. The tables next to you guys are like smashed, and the whole casing that goes towards the diamond place is just fucked up. And he just starts laughing really loud, and Farino kind of comes from the stairway, and he's like, "You think you're funny, do you?" And he repairs it back, and he's like, "No more!" And he goes back into the other room.
That was Garth, right?
But yeah. Emil,
Wait, who was
You
that?
do-
Was that Garth?
that casted the spell.
Polymorph, yeah.
Dabbledob casted the spell.
Okay.
Yeah, so Emil, you open up the door, and Illyria is sort of like comically being buried in papers and books and stuff, and she's just working on them at a very fast pace. It's kind of inhuman, but she's just working on them.
I'll find a place that's not filled with paper and just place the cake there.
Mhm.
Are you okay, Illyria?
I'm fine.
Are you sure this is a lot of work for one person?
Did you just bring me cake?
Yes. I made it. I didn't know if you wanted some, so I thought I'd offer.
Is there a fork?
Yes. It's right here.
She takes it out of your hands, and she presses into the slice and gets like a good chunk of cake, and she puts it in her mouth and starts chewing, and you just see her get back to her work, and she just goes, "This is actually not bad."
Oh, really? My tail's like wagging, but I'm trying to keep the straightest face possible. That's good to hear. Um, quick favor. Do you know where I can get an extra blanket, an extra pillow?
I can have some sent to your room if you want.
That would be awesome.
And you see her kind of like wave her hand, and a couple of like blue kind of ethereal magic servants show up. And she just says, I need more blankets brought to Emil Cromwell's room.
Oh,
And
so
they immediately start going through and getting blankets, and you see like a floating sort of blanket go up towards your room through the door and out.
are you? Oh, do you know magic?
She just looks up from the desk and she's like, I'm very busy. What do you want?
Nothing. Okay. Well, have a good night. Go to sleep, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. And as you sort of open the door, you kind of hear just like a slight like, thank you for the cake.
So
Okay. You're welcome.
I have a question about how. So Illyria has the stuff behind her, right? Like
Huh?
the healing potions and things.
Yeah.
Is that like in an open space or is it closed?
It's closed, but she can like make it turn. Like, you know, like secret rooms, how they turn and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she like makes it turn, and it turns into like this big walk-in closet that she can go in the back and grab stuff for.
Okay.
But it's just like a solid wall with like shelves as of right now, and usually.
By the way, Nana's back.
Nana,
Hello.
what are you doing? Tell us what you're up to.
So the last thing that I remember is that I was practicing with my father,
Hmm.
and he left. Is that the last thing that actually happened, or just the last thing I remember?
Oh man, I think that was like the last thing that happened with you. You said you were trying to stay and write more for your song that you wanted to perform.
Yeah.
But my question is like, are you doing that for the rest of the night? Are you leaving and going somewhere?
For the rest of this night, just gonna do that, but the next morning, I will focus less on it.
Okay, cool. Gosh, does anyone? Gosh, what else do you guys want to do?
If Dabbledob or Garth are alone, I want to talk to them.
They pretty much stay. Are you trying to like say, "Hey, can I talk to you alone," or are you just waiting?
Well, actually, so, I'll say in Halfling, the Dabbledob.
Mhm.
How long have you known this guy?
And he sort of looks at you, and then Dabbledob back in Halfling says, "Oh, it's been about 37 years."
Oh, that's a really long time.
And the other guy, what's his fucking name? Garth replies in Halfling. He says, "Oh, it's been way too long."
I'm gonna be slightly upset that Garth knows Halfling as well. I'll give him like a little glare, and I'll go back to common. And I'll say, so where'd you guys meet?
And they just kind of look at each other, and they're like, "Gosh, it's been so long. I don't really remember." And then that's what Garth says, and then Dabbledob kind of chimes in. He's like, "You're so stupid. You don't remember the time we met?" And then he gets all like mad. He's like, "It was in Rimsworth, that mission." And he's just like, they're like looking into like each other's eyes, and then they're like, "Oh, that's right. But that was when Mount Moonflow was still standing." And they just kind of Garth just speaks up. He's like, "Yeah, we were on a mission for the guild. We were brand new bronzes, and Usually they don't send bronze level quests out that far, but this is back when, gosh, the roads were less dangerous. There wasn't a lot. This was a time of peace. And he continues, and we were sent to help out some older fellow human man fix his business. He'd gotten overrun with goblins. And then Dabbledob speaks up. It's like, ha! And I cast a fireball and killed them all. I remember now. It's like, no, you didn't. You ran crying like a baby. And takes a bite of a pretzel.
I'd believe that. They're crying like a baby part, and I'll tease them.
And Eli's like, it's like, shut up! I did not. He's like, oh, so how many languages do you know? And they're like looking at you.
I know. I think it's 6. Yeah, 6, including common.
Not bad. That's pretty good. I think that's more than Garth knows. And Garth's just like, it is.
Which ones do you know?
And he's like, I know Sylvan, Infernal, a lot of Elven, actually. Dwarvish and Orcish, kinda. They're kind of the same thing. They just sound different. Same alphabet. And Common, of course. And then...
I'll just say in Abyssal. But you don't know this one.
He just looks at you and he's like, very funny. Ha ha, I can't understand.
I'm gonna call him a big dummy.
The other one laughs really loud because he understands.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he does.
Wait, who understands? Dabbledob?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him how he knows Abyssal.
I trained in the Ivory Towers.
Oh, which one?
The one outside of Iwatai.
So this is all in Abyssal. I'm gonna ask him. Would you know if there's a Treant Heartwood staff in that tower somewhere, by chance?
Whoa! Wow, how do you know about those? Those are really rare.
So, I'll explain the whole Wek thing just real fast. But he's
you're
looking for
telling
a staff.
So tell me exactly how you describe him, because this might matter.
So he's an old man that lives in Westwater. He has a pretty long beard, but he's like really magical. So like every few minutes, like 15 minutes, he casts like some wild magic. And he mentioned that he had a staff in one of the ivory towers.
I can't think of any old man. He's human?
I believe so.
Humans don't live very long. How old did he look?
He looked really old.
Nothing that I can think. There's only like certain people that I could think of, and none of them are human.
Well, who are they then?
So there are a couple of the one that owns the Ivory Spire that I'm from. His name is. He's looking through his his notes.
That he keeps on him, yes.
Yeah, that he kind of shuffles through his book.
His mind notes.
Yeah.
200 pages of notes he writes before every session.
Yeah. That one. Those notes. I need to do a better job at keeping these organized. Oh, here we go. Nerekvar.
Can you spell that?
I sure can.
Hey, when'd you get into this conversation?
He's the Archmage of the Ivory Tower that I'm from. And at this point, Garth is like, "Okay, can you talk in common now?"
I'll just look at him and shake my head. And I'll say in common, maybe you should learn Abyssal.
And he just kind of goes, "I'm not learning that trash language. It sounds like you're talking from the under the water, and it's all weird."
You're a wizard, right? Why can't you cast tongues?
I can, but don't have it prepared today.
I'll just laugh at him. And I'll go back to Dabbledob. So was there was a staff though, right? In
No,
the tower?
usually the Archmages have staffs made of that wood, but I've never heard of a human being an Archmage.
Maybe he wasn't a human. What was Nerikvar an elf?
You.
Nerikvar is an elf.
Hmm.
A very old elf.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm gonna write that down.
I'm pretty sure that because Nerikvar is like 500 years old.
Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's in Nawatai, and he's like, yeah, I just said.
Well, is like still there.
No, I don't know.
How long?
I haven't
ago
been back
was
there
it?
in like 40 years.
Well, Wek only appeared like 5 years ago, so maybe something happened.
I have no idea. And he starts to light his pipe.
Anyway, let's talk about this asshole over here. I'll point to Garth.
Garth is currently strumming through his spell book, trying to prepare a spell.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about this guy? Like what types of spells does he usually have?
Wait, who?
Garth.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Garth.
No, I'm talking Dabbledob and Abyssal.
And Dabbledob just kind of laughs. She's like, "I really do hope this old bag loses, but I'm not gonna let you cheat. That's my best friend over there."
Out of character, I like how he's just now told you that he's best friends with Garth after you just said, "Hey, tell me about that arsehole over there."
Well, it was an endearing asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like those kind of friends that literally just hate each other, but it's all love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, of course it'd be cheating if you told me what spells he had. But what about if you told me what spells he doesn't have?
Make a persuasion check.
No.
What'd you roll?
3 plus something. It's 7 at most.
Okay, so he's kind of
Persuasion? Yeah,
gets
it's
up
7.
up on the table, and he's like, "Is that the only reason you came over here?"
No, I mean, I want to talk to other wizards, of course. And that is true.
Okay, so he's like, no.
Okay, well, if you won't tell me about his spells, then maybe you could tell me about how I can get spells of my own.
Oh, you want to learn? You want to learn more spells, like from scrolls and books?
Yeah, of course. I checked Illyria this morning and she didn't have any more.
Yeah, she usually doesn't get any. I saw that there was a couple in here earlier. Did you already get those?
Invisibility and jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those. And I'll show him my book.
He kind of looks through it, and he gets to what's the one you took from Argyle?
Well, that's not in the book. It's a scroll.
Oh.
I haven't written it down yet.
Okay.
I can
Wait,
show
no, I
him the
thought you
scroll.
did. I thought you did copy down the suspended animation.
To a scroll, not into the book.
Oh, right, yeah, no.
She did
me
a
big
fast
dingus.
copy of it.
Me very big dingus. Me silly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
'Cause
can
I'm
show him those. I can like take out. I still have all the scrolls, so I can pull out. So I can pull out Find Familiar Shield, Magic Missile, and Suspended Animation, which are all scrolls. 3 of them are copied already.
are?
The Suspended Animation. Yeah.
So you are doing suspended animation.
I can pull it out, yeah.
You can, or are you going to?
I am.
Okay, so you pull it out, and he's looking at you. I was like, this isn't really that bad for your level. There's actually quite a bit of spell. And then he gets to the suspended animation. Was like, what? And he straightens his glasses, or not his glasses, his pipe. And he just looks in it. He squints. What the hell is this?
It's a spell.
What? And he just looks at it, he's like, your penmanship is awful.
Hey,
How
Time
are you
to
supposed to
cast
be able
it.
to read this?
Dude, attempt to cast. Are you fucking
well, I
dead?
can't cast it until I write it down.
Oh, fuck.
What does this do? It says suspender domination.
It's suspended animation.
Oh, see, terrible penmanship. Where did you get this from?
I got it from a friend who doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist?
He left.
Did you disintegrate someone?
Well, let's keep that between ourselves.
And he just kind of looks at the book. He's like, can I copy this down for myself?
No. I'll take it back.
Hmm.
Not
What
for
if-
free, at least.
What do you want to trade?
Well, what are you offering?
What do you want?
I mean, I could always be tempted with magic items or gold.
Well, all the magical items I have are currently helpful to me. I do have 500 gold pieces with maybe your name on it.
I don't know if 500 is enough.
Ugh. Okay. And he sort of puts the coin patch back in his pocket.
Okay.
You gotta show me that spell sometime, though. That'd be real swell.
Well, I did just buy ink today, so I might go try it out myself.
Ooh. He like starts tapping his fingers wildly on the desk. He's like, "Ooh, that sounds exciting."
What level is spending?
First level.
First, okay.
So first level, and it's a. If I remember correctly, in fact, actually, let me quickly just pull up our girl's player character thing. Look at the spells, because I believe it's a DC versus your DC. They need to do a con save versus your spell DC.
While he's looking that up, continue on.
Where was I? Oh, I was gonna. I guess I can write it down tonight. And if you come down here tomorrow, I can try it on you.
Sure, actually, I don't care.
Okay. And then, so you wouldn't know when Illyria gets more spells, right? Because she said a few days ago that she would get more, but then she hasn't.
It's pretty rare. I think that she was expecting what's his name's group to get more spells, some scrolls from the area that they were in.
Did they not? Or maybe
I
I guess
don't-
they came in after I asked her, so I should ask her again, I guess.
Oh. By all means.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. from the
If there's
table.
anything really interesting, tell me about it.
Okay, if I don't want it, then I'll go to
Okay,
Illyria.
Okay. So she's
and
currently eating cake very slowly and continuing like
I'm
with
gonna put my hands on the
paperwork and
counter and
everything
like
else.
jump up and down, really excited. I'm just gonna stare at her.
What do you want?
Spells.
She sort of wheels around in her chair and she kind of like opens up that back passageway again. It spins and opens up, and she's gone for a couple moments, and then she comes back and we don't have any spells.
I'm just gonna slowly start jumping less and less until I stop. And I'm gonna
Is
frown.
there anything else that you require?
Spells. And I'll just walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to Dabbledob and I'll sit down. I'll be like, oh, they don't have anything.
Oh, well, usually they don't. Scrolls are really rare.
Where do you usually get them? Like,
You just find them from like way back in the day. They used to make them all the time. So you can. There's places if you ever find like ancient ruins or any other place that's selling them, they're extremely rare.
so like people in like Ivory and White Towers are pretty good mages. Can they not make them?
Oh no, they can, but they don't. That's the whole thing. Is it's part of like if you're part of the spire or tower, they usually do it in the towers, not really the spires, but they kind of keep that stuff close to the chest.
So
And
hard
Garth
is
at
it-
this point starts like, I can understand you now.
I'm gonna switch back to common immediately. So how hard is it to join an
God
Ivory
damn
Tower?
And then he just goes, it's pretty hard. Usually you have to train for, God, 50, 100 years.
But I'll be dead by then.
Yeah, that's probably why humans and tieflings and people that live less than 100 years aren't wizards.
Oh, I'm gonna pout.
Which is actually very curious. How do you have so much magic? You must be very adept at it.
Well, I did have Alpheus as a teacher.
Oh, that buffoon!
Hey, fight me.
He thinks that minor illusion is the best spell. He thinks prestidigitation is the best spell.
Well, he's very modest with his spells, apparently. What's your favorite cantrip?
Ooh. I don't really like cantrips, but probably just simple light, just reading.
Okay. I guess for now I'll say goodbye and go up to my room. This is taking a long time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up to my room. I want to talk to Demon eventually, but then I'm also gonna copy that spell.
Okay. And then we'll get over to you in a second. I guess right now, Emil, you said were you sitting back with Carbon and Roger?
Actually, can I find Kai's first before I go back?
Yes, let's get to you in a second then.
Okay.
Carbon, you were wanting to leave and go to Alpheus's room and help him out?
Yeah, whenever I'm done eating, so yes.
Yeah, and you kind of get up to go, and Roger just kind of just leans back and is like, where are you headed?
I'm going to help Alpheus work on some rudimentary maps of the Underdark.
You lost me at rudimentary.
Simple.
Oh. Have fun, I guess.
Kind of an eye roll, like it won't be fun, but
Okay, so you sort of pass and you make your way.
oh
towards...
wait, before I go, will you tell Emil that the cake was excellent?
Yeah. I don't see why not. When I find him, he's kind of snuck around somewhere.
He'll be back. He doesn't stay away for very long.
Yeah. You can tell him yourself. I mean, like you just said, he won't be gone for long.
I will wait for Emil to come back before I go.
I mean,
or at least until I see him.
I was just gonna say you could just probably catch him the next time you see him. You don't have to wait.
Okay.
Okay, so are you leaving?
Yeah,
to go
just
to the-
okay.
Okay.
If I see Emil on the way.
Okay. No. You don't. But you end up making the way up the stairs, and there's like actually you probably would actually now that I'm thinking about it because Emil's kind of like at a table, kind of like getting ready to talk to Caius. Emil's like kind of like wait for the moment to get into a conversation at table, and you pass him on the way up.
Okay, so I gently kind of tap your shoulder, Emil, just to kind of pull you out of concentration.
Hi.
I am heading up to work with Alpheus on the map thing, but I just wanted to
Yeah,
say that the
that
cake
boring.
was very good.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. We worked hard on it. I didn't actually think it turned out good, but it looked amazing. I'm glad you liked it. Have fun with Alpheus. And I'll
Fun.
point finger guns at her, and I'll cast message. Hey, try to find out more information about Beja, if you can.
I respond with, "I'll do my best,"
All right,
as
have
I
fun.
kind of turn and walk away.
Okay. So you do eventually make your way past all the diamond rooms, and I guess you don't go past all the. Alpheus is the very first room. So yeah, kind of enter, and you hear a couple of it sounds like almost like a sparkler. You can't really see where it's coming from, but you enter this room, and you just hear that sound like a sparkler would make. And you come into the room, and it kind of opens up into this very intricate, very nicely detailed room with different sorts of gems embedded into the wall, and the little pieces of art. The framework is amazing. It's actually carpeted in here. It is a very nice room, and you just see this very large desk upon this second floor balcony, just peering over onto the first floor, and there's a light up there, and you see, you kind of see him scribbling on a couple of things, and getting an easel out, and moving things around, and he's just working right there.
I just kind of quietly approach and I just kind of come to stop in front of him and let him. I don't want to disturb him, so
Okay, yeah. So he's comes out of it, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on? Are you ready to get a map going?"
Yes.
Okay, and he kind of puts the easel up. It almost looks he's in a position where it almost looks like the typical he's about to draw you. But then he slides it over towards so you can see it, and he's like, "Okay, so I'm gonna draw little pieces, and you're gonna tell me if it looks right, if it looks correct. You tell me, describe it, and I'm gonna draw it."
Okay.
I'll just kind of paint me like one of your dark elves. But throughout this entire process, I'm gonna skip it, but we'll just kind of go into the common talk of what happens while you guys are doing this. And he just kind of chimes in. He's like, "I don't know how much you." I almost talked like a fucking gnome there. Anyways, I don't know how much you know of up here. Where have you all been?
Well, up until I came up here, I had not been up here, so most of what I know is based on what I've been told by the elders. And my small time adventuring for the guild, so I don't actually know much of anything. I came up here, I must have been somewhere near Torin's cabin because he found me, and then we traveled to the road and through Lowland and up near Pern, and then we ended up in Wakefield. And then for the guild, we had to go down to Westwater. So that's about the limit of what I know.
Oh, okay. How's everyone been treating you? Is there any racist comments around anywhere, or?
Surprisingly, no, actually. One of the elders at Westwater seemed to recognize me. She was mostly just confused, and I kind of chuckle. Duke Dunn seems to think that Drow have tattoos on their backs.
And he just keeps kind of, drawing, and at this point he's kind of got a layer going that kind of seems misplaced, and you kind of hurriedly that doesn't look like that, and he fixes it and erases it, and he starts again and starts making it better, to your exact descriptions. And he just kind of continues as, this side of the continent doesn't really have to deal with Drow as much. which is weird that you came out through Torrance cabin.
I just, just.
And he's just like, so what's the city we're from? What's it called?
Does the DM want to get it for me, or do I need to open up my notes and wait for one note to open?
I can pull it up really quick. You were from the city of. We'll continue on with this. We'll come back to it because I have to find it.
Oh, Usnathon. I'm probably butchering that, but it's like Usnathon.
That sounds right. We'll just say
Yeah.
that is until I find it. But yeah, and so he's like, "Where are you from?"
It's a city named Usnathon.
I've never heard of that one. He just kind of continues, drawing.
So, what? Forgive me for asking, but Beja, how much danger are we in being around her?
He sort of stops drawing and he sets down the pencil and he just looks at it and he just goes, "None." And he's like not averting his gaze, just looking at you, waiting for you to reply to his none.
Why?
What was that?
How do you? I guess let me rephrase that. How do you know?
Yeah, I've taught Beja and a lot of stuff. How do I put this? She all of a sudden became a very fast learner after I showed her a book. And he's just kind of drawing still, like shading stuff. And he just says, I'm pretty sure she's getting a lot of her knowledge from a demon. I think that it'll be fine. And just kind of still drawing, and it definitely is dangerous. Do not try to get information out of her. That could end up badly from what I just experienced with her. So, I don't know, just let her be. Do good things. In my extensive knowledge of demons is they really, really, really hate to do good things. And the more that she can have control over what she does, the better off she will be. And I believe that she can do it. So no, I do not think that there is a problem. If there is a problem, I will fix it.
Okay. Do you know what kind of demon it is?
I've got theories. That's it. I don't know. I have theories.
Okay, are there any precautions we should take? I mean, obviously do good things, but
That's pretty much the only one I can think of. I'm pretty sure we were pretty sure that it was Orcus. But seeing what just happened, it's definitely not Orcus. Just I don't know. Don't like keep an eye on her like a hawk, but make sure she doesn't do anything bad. I think being around a good influence like that, what's his name? Emil, the small boy. He seems energetic. Seems like a positive source of influence. You don't seem terrible. You have very. And then he just kind of looks at the page again, averting his gaze. You seem okay.
okay. It's just a little shocking to hear.
And he turns around and so the back of his head is facing you, so you can't see his face. He kind of puts his hand over his face like he's rubbing it, and then he turns around and like the entire left side of his face is smeared up and to the left, all fucked up.
Like with ink?
No, it's like there's no facial features anymore. It's just a big smooth kind of fucked up mess. It's been curved up.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And he's just looking at you with it.
I don't even know what to do with that.
And he sort of puts his hand in front of his face again. It goes back to normal, and he just smiles at you.
I still don't know what to do. I just kind of sit there like, what the fuck?
And he just goes back to drawing and doesn't say anything. He just goes, and then he's like a few moments of silence, and he just goes, that one used to make Beja laugh a lot.
I am a simple elf. All I do is think about portals. So, changing the subject. Coming from a drow society, the only thing I hear about other elves is that they were the ones that drove us underground. I don't know what's true and what isn't. What's the story that you guys tell?
He just like, no, that's true.
What?
Yeah, everything. So they drove you underground, right? And this was a very, very long time ago. It's like from what I hear from my line of family is your kind was sort of exiled.
What did we do?
He just kind of gets all quiet and draws back into himself, and well, you guys were cruel. You were feared.
I'm just kind of quiet for a moment. And then I say, we were always painted as the victims in the stories down below.
It all depends on the person telling the story, but have you ever heard of the Zarkai?
DM, have I?
Probably not.
No?
They were a tribe, more of like a civilization that were the worst of the worst in our very long-lived lives as elves. And you guys were very, very cruel. And it is said that you all sort of came from that after you were pushed deep down into the earth. It's kind of sad. Shunned, affiliating yourself with Lulth.
I'm just very quiet during all of this. Like, I don't really have much to say.
And he just kind of stops too. He's like, this is something that you probably know most about. Most of it's probably true. But you've seen like how it is down there. Do you think that you were the victim?
If I did, I wouldn't have left.
There you go. I mean, I'm not that old. I don't know everything there is to know about it. I wasn't alive. All I can do is read books.
I just kind of nod wordlessly.
The map does get finished pretty soon after this conversation. He's like, it's done. And you have given him a detailed map of like the areas that you're familiar with. And he kind of labels it at the top, you know, with your town name, and kind of tears it from the easel and puts it up towards the wall and the light, holds it up into the light. And he's like, yeah, pretty good. At this point, it's like probably midnight. This has been a long process.
Yeah. Is there anything?
I'm tired, kind of.
Well, so am I. I just wanted to check.
I don't really require anything else. And he turns around towards like the door and wipes his hand into his face, and he turns around and it's all fucked up again. Like he doesn't even have eyes. It's all like smeared.
I just kind of smile a little bit. Now that I know that he's not a fucking alien from beyond the stars.
Yeah, and he seemed kind of diverted, and then he goes back to normal. He's like, have a good night. You've been very helpful. Are you challenging? And you're doing the tournament, right?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I can't wait to watch.
No pressure or anything.
You'll do good. Your whole life has been combat, right?
Yes.
And there is hardly any risk doing this, so just have fun. Try to learn.
I'll try.
Good night.
Good night. And then I just go retire to my room.
Okay. Emil,
Hello.
the baby boy. You kind of, after Carbon does that, you turn back around and Caius is just staring right at you. The whole table's like still talking like to each other, but he's just kind of leaning on the back of the chair and looking at you.
I wanted to know if you wanted cake and if you wanted to train tomorrow again.
Wait, you said cake?
Yeah, I made some cake that I would share with everyone.
What kind of cake are we talking about?
It's a strawberry cake.
I love strawberries.
Oh, really? Awesome!
Do you want me to go sit by over there?
Well, it looks like you have a crowd here, so I can bring you a slice.
And he just gets up from the table, and everyone's just like, "Wait, what?" And he just kind of walks over to you. He's like, it's getting rowdy over here anyway.
Oh, okay, awesome. No, like skip to where Roger is.
Okay, and he sits down right next to Roger, and you sort of pull up a chair. And where are you sitting? Are you sitting between those two, or on one side or the other?
I want to sit between them.
Okay, so he just starts eating the cake. He's like, "Oh, this is pretty good."
See, I'm sorry I made it so sweet, but no.
I love sweet.
Okay, and I give him a slice.
And he just eats it, and he loves it. He loves it.
So, do you think we could spar again tomorrow?
You want to spar?
It was really fun.
Do you know how to shoot a crossbow?
No. And I'm getting like trying to hide the obvious excitement on my face.
And he sort of slings death from above over his shoulder and put it on the table. And he's like, "Do you want to shoot mine?"
Yes, I do. I mean, sounds really cool.
We'll start you on something more.
What? No!
More or less, not more, less dangerous than this.
Well, can you shoot it maybe so I can see it?
Right now in the tavern.
Oh, no, well, no. Well, during practice, silly.
Sure. Do you what? You've read the book, right? That Sarah wrote.
Oh, did she write that?
he
And
just
I'll
kind of
pull
looks
out
at
my
you.
book.
Yeah, it says written by Sarah Fortune.
You know, I never really paid attention to the author.
And he just kind
Wow.
of looks at you. He's like, so, you know the special move on page 73?
Of course I do.
I could do that.
That would make me the happiest tiefling in the entire world.
And he gets his crossbow off the table and slings it over his back and says, well, I know. This is delicious cake.
I'm glad you like it. I tried really hard, and hopefully my cooking skills will be instilled in me for life.
Hopefully you can try some of Lilith's food. as
Lilith?
well. Yeah, your grandma.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She was always a really good cook.
Well, maybe I can give her something. We can compare notes.
And he's like, well, I got a long day tomorrow. And he stretches and gets out of his chair. He's like, is there anything you need?
A smile.
And just big grin, toothy grin, just from cheek to cheek.
I'll
And
do
he-
the same.
And he's like, have a good night.
Good night, Mr. Kais.
Good night, Emil. And he starts to head up towards the stairs and towards his room.
He's
And
so
Roger's just kind
cool.
of like staring at you, smiling, like, you met one of your heroes.
Yes. He's so cool, Roger. I didn't think this would happen. This is so awesome. I'm so glad we're here.
You're ready for bed. You got an early day tomorrow.
I do, and I take the slice that I saved and bring it upstairs with me.
Okay, so you guys kind of retire to your room.
Yeah, and I'll take the extra bed sheet and the pillow
Mhm.
and put it outside my door, folded, along with the cake and a note for Jasper.
Okay, what does the note say?
I had a picture of it, and I can't find it.
Okay, I'll just come back to you. Find it.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, well,
It said, I'm not sure if you enjoy sweets as much as I do, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. Since you fell asleep last time, I got you things to make you more comfortable. Have a good night.
Okay. Grizz, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Your night goes really good. You feel like you have
Hell.
hit it off with this girl, but it gets to the point where it's getting pretty late. And she starts kind of like slurring her words. It's like, you need learn the common.
Wait, what did she say?
Me learn common. You teach.
Aye, lass. I'll do my best to try and teach you. And I'm like, I'm also, because this whole time I've been drinking, I'm also just kind of like nearly tearing off my seat, like, shit.
But she's like, me sleep long time now.
I think I'll do the same.
And she pats you on the back, and as she does, she just falls like face first into the floor. And she just sleeping.
I'm
It's
gonna
probably about midnight as well.
I'm gonna go to the front desk where Illyria. That's her name, right?
Yeah, Lyria.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go up to her and say, I don't suppose you've got any bed blankets or anything lying around.
And she just kind of looks at you.
One for Bone. She's passed out at the
She
the
waves
bar.
her hand, and a couple of servants grab a couple of blankets and a pillow.
I take those and I get Bones' head and I prop it like on the pillow and I put the blanket on her and then I go over to the big fireplace and I just fall asleep. I become the bear skin rug.
Okay, so as you're like going to like put stuff around her while she's going to sleep. Make a dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here it comes. Wait, hold on, let me switch to a dex saving throw. That's a nat 1.
Okay, so you kind of get like your head kind of down close to, kind of like, help her get the pillow under her head and everything, and you just get waylaid with a fist right into your face as she rolls over and just kind of like mumbles something in giant, and you take 5 points of damage.
But I did get a head on the pillow, right?
Yeah, like especially with her turning like over, it definitely helped get her on the pillow as well. But
All right, that's all I'm worried about.
the process of like, she just, I guess, is a very violent sleeper.
After she punches me, I just I rub it and I'm like, fuck, and then I just get her head on the pillow, put the blanket on her, and then I go over and pass out in front of the fireplace.
Okay. Dryzen, you got your food and everything. Is there anything specific you want to do before it goes into the night?
I'll get some of milk, and then I'll just go up to my room.
Okay. You do kind of get stopped by Devin at some point, and he just goes, hey, can I talk to you about the tournament?
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I was thinking of challenging I'm either thinking about challenging Rivon or Catherine, but I can't decide who. Do you have any ideas? Maybe I can't make decisions. Who should I pick?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Listen, I just want an excuse to talk to you.
Well, you can maybe just flip a coin.
Oh, sure. Heads Catherine, tails Rivon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 1d2. Heads is 1. Okay, so tails. That's Bones rolling that apparently. So who did I say was tails again? I said it was Catherine, right?
I don't
Whatever.
remember.
Okay. He's like, oh well, good good problem solving. Good night. And he just sort of starts to. What's that?
I said good night.
And he sort of walks away towards his section of the tavern, or I guess the guild where his room is at. You were wanting to talk to the demon. Do you want to do it in whispers or in here?
Yeah. Whispers.
Okay.
It's out of character. So,
Hola.
hello.
Out of character, I wasn't shocked either, but in character, I was like, what do I even do with that?
With what?
Just don't mind me, I'm Alpheus, wiping my face away.
I'm pretty sure that was minor illusion.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure. But, like, in character, what do I even do with that?
I like the reaction. You guys didn't even know what the fuck. You were like, what?
My friend is leaving, so give me a moment. I have to make sure my dog doesn't eat him alive.
Sure.
It's a real possibility, trust me.
You guys want to take just a 5-minute break really quick?
Sure, I want to get some water. So yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
All
But
right.
Nice.
And we'll meet back here at 3:24.
Hello.
Hello. I think everyone else is like off on break still.
Hello.
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 Oh, I just realized that I have no way to add that spell to my PDF
What do you mean?
because it's homebrew.
I mean, you can manually.
I I think I can make a custom script for it, but I need to look up how to do that.
On Roll20?
No, on the PDF.
Hola.
On the P-
More purple, more
Wait.
better.
We have fixed Ryzen's hearing problems.
Woo!
I'm talking about this thing.
What?
Oh,
Because it's not
hey,
it's
I
not
see.
in there.
Right. I don't use a PDF for my character sheet. I use the one on Roll20 just because it's a lot easier and it gives for like more customization.
Or
I
you could
wouldn't
use
get
the
help.
pen and paper. Just...
All pen and paper.
What, like a fucking like peasant?
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
afford a computer?
Are we even playing D&D?
It's 24. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Is everybody here?
I think
Oh,
so.
I think Raz.
I'm back.
Oh, there she is.
Let's get this going, guys. We had our 5-minute break. We're all ready to party. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do, we're going to wake up in the morning. We're starting with Carbrin because she is a... Actually,
I do want to wake up early.
I was going to say, Nana would be the very first person up and then followed by Carbrin. So Nana, since you probably went to bed early, what you doing?
I want to go knock on Carbon's door.
Okay, well, Carbrin, you're kind of awoken from your trance with like lightly.
I opened the door.
Hi, hello. Sorry if I interrupted you. I wanted to know if you would like to spend the day together. I've finished my song and would like to spend more time with you.
I was going to do some running around today, but you're more than welcome to join me.
Of course. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful day regardless of what we do.
Okay.
She just smiles, is gay.
Miles is gay.
Have I tranced long enough for it to count as a long rest? Would I just
Yeah.
get up from this?
Yeah. You
Okay.
would get up from this.
Is the sun up?
It's rising. Like, it's in the point in the sky where it's really pretty, but you can still see the stars and the moon.
I was gonna go out and look at the sky if you wanted to come with me before breakfast.
Of course, shall we? And she like kind of opens her. I don't know how to describe it. You know, she's trying to like link arms.
Offers her arm.
Yeah, like
Yes.
what is it, the prince and Cinderella walking
Yeah.
her down the steps? Yeah.
I take it and I was like, okay, let's do it.
Okay, so you guys sort of make your way downstairs, and are you trying to go like to a nice spot, or are you just like going out into the street and like looking up, or?
No, and a nice spot that's kind of away from people waking up.
Right
you
on.
know,
Yeah.
somewhere where they can kind of sit and just.
Yeah, I feel that. So we're gonna you guys make it to like this pretty nice area that's kind of more open, less buildings, towards the east side gate. That kind of has like this miniature park. There's a couple of trees around. And interestingly enough, there's a couple of people, getting on with their day. There's like a couple of people waking up. You smell different sorts of food being prepared in different households. But yeah, you guys are at this park, and there's like a bench, and pretty nice outside. It's like a nice brisk morning dew on the ground. Very pretty atmosphere. It's like that really, really sort of fantasy purple hued sky, and you look up and you can see the one smaller moon that's sort of fading out, and then the one that's more of an off colored red, because there are two moons in the sky.
So I just kind of settle down, like we make our way to a bench. Or at least Carbon leads them to the bench, and then she just kind of sits and leans back and looks up at the sky and doesn't really say anything. But it's clear that she's just kind of in awe of the sky.
Oh, it's beautiful, is it not?
It really is. I can understand why my people are so angry about being driven underground, even if they don't.
Yeah. Can't really imagine not being able to see the sky.
It's like living in a cage.
Well, I'm glad that you're out of that cage.
I am too. And I just kind of glance over at Nana.
Oh, I wrote a song that I hope you can hear soon. I'll be performing it in a few days. If you can be there, I would very much appreciate it.
Sure. Where and when?
Where and when? I know that's going to be before the tournament, but
Yeah, so you haven't really talked to Farano about it yet, but I'm assuming you want to have a huge crowd, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, for her, all that matters is that Carbon and Sarah are there, but she's down to have a crowd.
So you have a couple options. You could just do it for whoever's in like the guild hall at some point. You get them alone, or you could probably ask Farano to see if you want to open up the entire tournament with a song.
All right, I will do that when we get back.
Or like the limits are possible, like endless. You could do whatever you want.
Well, I was considering trying to get it to open the tournament with, but I guess I should talk to Farano about that first.
Well, just let me know. I would like to listen. You're actually pretty good.
She is the absolute reddest you can be.
Okay, is there anything else?
I just smile and look back up to the sky, and when they get hungry, they'll go back to the guild to eat or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a good moment, guys. Good job. Both of you get an inspiration point.
That works great for me.
Hell yeah.
So next, gosh, I think Beja went to bed next, so it'd be Emil and Beja. So we'll start with Emil because Emil has to wake up very early to cook anyways. But Emil, you do wake up, and the familiar sound of the pots and the pans clinking back and forth, and there's actually
Is Jasper not up front?
He's not in front of the door. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that part. Your cake is eaten, and on the note it just says thank you. and there's no more pillow, there's no more sheets, but he's not at the door.
Okay. I wag my tail and go downstairs.
Okay, and then yeah, like there's nobody in here yet, which is weird because usually there's at least a couple people, but there's like nobody. You think maybe people partied a little too hard last night.
Okay.
But it's pretty early in the morning, and Joel's sort of like getting everything prepared, and you enter the door, and he just goes,
I'm ready, Chef, and I start working.
and he just lets you do whatever. And since you're proficient, now roll with adding your proficiency modifier for performance 3 times. As I just X out of a stall by accident.
18 plus 7.
25, okay.
13 plus 7, 20.
20.
17 plus 7, 24.
So we'll get to what happens, but you do a fantastic job, Mr. Emil Cromwell.
Amber.
Wait, you're adding 7 to it? Because of your performance, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. Anyway, so gosh, who would wake up next? Beja. Beja, you kind of wake up. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna prepare my spells, and then I'm gonna go downstairs to the tavern area. Is Grizz
Yep.
awake?
Grizz isn't awake yet, but Dryzen, you are also awake around this time too. Are you trying to come downstairs?
I want to go and find Devin. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you in a second then. But yeah, you come down. There's no one down there. There's like a knocked out Goliath on the floor, and then there's Grizz by the fire that's kind of dwindling. But
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make the fire bigger.
okay,
And
how
then
big? Like burn him?
Hold on.
You trying to burn my boy?
Oh, I'm going to make it bigger. I can cause it to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color.
Yeah, so it could flicker, but
I regained my hit points, right? Because I fell asleep.
yeah, you have full rest when you wake up.
I was.
I'm going to make it super bright to wake him up.
So it wakes him up.
Yeah. As long as his head's facing that direction, I guess.
Man, he hasn't gotten his full sleep, but just roll me a general intelligence check. Not intelligence check. Just roll me an intelligence check. We'll use that.
25.
So this definitely does wake you up with a 25. Chris, you're kind of woken up as the flame is like bright as hell and like right in your face.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Morning.
And I recoil and I roll over and I'm kind of rubbing my eyes like intensely. I guess I'll look at Beijing and be like, oh, what the fuck was that for?
The fire was going out, so I made it better.
Going out? It looked like the fucking sun was on my eyes.
Well, it's better now, right? It's a healthy fire. And I'm gonna sit by it.
Actually, I just remembered of something last. And I quickly sit up. And I put my arm, my elbow on the floor, ready to do an arm wrestle. You said you wanted that rematch.
Yeah, you think you could beat me? I'm gonna
That's
flex
fine.
again. I'm gonna put my arm down.
All right, both of you strength checks.
Hypnotic gaze.
Oh, so make a wisdom save or is it charisma saving?
Wisdom.
So make a wisdom saving throw, Grizz. Of 17, right?
18.
Oh, you fucker. Okay, so it doesn't do anything again. So roll strength.
Yeah, do both of you need strength?
Let me just check something. At level 4, I have 3 rages, or is it 4 rages? I want to say it's...
Do you want me to look for you?
Let me...
Are you raging?
I want to check how many I have, just in case. Okay, I have 3 rages for the day.
Okay.
If I rage, I get advantage on the...
Why do you
Nah,
need
fuck it.
advantage? I have -3.
He wouldn't rage, but even yeah, no, he wouldn't rage. Okay, so just a straight strength check.
Yeah, just give me a strength check.
It's a 19.
What
I
you got,
literally
Paige?
can't beat that.
What'd you roll though?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
A 2.
You
Oh my
rolled a-
god.
So the very first thing that happens is Grizz kind of pushes down towards your size. You're definitely losing. I need both of you to do another strength check.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
2 strength check.
Yep. So both of you do another strength check.
Oh,
What you gonna roll?
not
Beja?
one.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Uh,
Beja
uh.
pushes your hand up both to the middle again. It's even ground. Another strength check.
This whole time, like, I've just got this giant grin on. Like, I'm enjoying this entire interaction, even if I lose.
Okay, 14. You gotta beat a 14.
20.
Grizz pushes your arm down towards almost touching the table. Give me another strength check.
60. My
It's over.
drive your hands through the floor.
Grizz, you just press Beja's hand directly into the floor, and it kind of hurts your knuckles a little bit, Beja. Not enough to give a damage point with this, but it definitely kind of like leaves it like ow a little bit.
I'm gonna like shake my
But,
hand and be like, ow, ow, ow.
Grizz, you have won.
I when I see like Beja like take a hand away and like start going ow 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 and shit, I instantly turn Mama Bear mode. And I just kind of like I pat Beja on the head like very gently, and I say, "I am sorry, lass, if I hurt you. I hope I didn't do too much damage."
Oh, it's fine. But I'm
Sure.
still sad about losing.
I don't be sad about it, lass. Hey, who knows? You might beat me next time. Again.
Damn right I will. I'm more confident again.
As I say again, I'm just like kind of looking off behind her, like, "Ah, shit! I thought I lost."
Fucking wise piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna after that whole interaction, I'm gonna get up. Is Bones still at the
She's sleeping on the floor. Yeah.
on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, she must have rolled off. I thought she fell asleep like on the bar's counter.
No, when she fell to the floor.
Oh my god. All right. Upon seeing that, I'm gonna like go over, and it's probably gonna end up with me getting punched in the face again. But I'm gonna go over and like attempt to wake her very gently. You know, just like kind of moving her shoulder a bit.
Okay, make a dex saving throw.
I fucking knew it. That's a 15.
Okay, so where's my dice, real quick? There we go. But she wakes up and just swings right towards your face, and it kind of hits you right, like you kind of juke out of the way, just barely, but it like braces your shoulder. But she does rouse awake. She just kind of like has one eye open, kind of like scrapes the drool off the side of her mouth, and it's just like, what?
Yeah, you fell to the floor, lass. I checking if you're okay. You nearly got me again.
And she just kind of lays back down, and she's gonna try to go back to sleep. As a note, you have not gotten your full night's rest, Grizz, because you've been looking up in the
That
morning.
doesn't really affect me though, because I didn't use anything past.
Right, but you
well,
haven't.
You took 6 damage.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you could use a hit die as a short rest.
Oh.
If you want.
Alright, fuck. I've never used the hit dice before. This should be interesting. How do I use the hit dice?
No, you
Yay.
just roll and you gain that much health.
Yes.
Let me
You
look
get a
up what
certain
my
amount
hit
for every
dice
level.
is.
You should have as many as your level.
Barbs have 12, right?
D12.
Oh, my
Barbs
it's,
have D12s.
yeah, no, I was just saying what like number my hit point thing was. It's a 1d12.
Yeah.
But I've got 4 of them. So alright, let me just quickly roll a 1d12. That's 11 points I regained, so I'm back up to max.
Okay. Um.
Damn.
Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
after I've checked on Bones, I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay, so just as a note before we continue, you are at 1 point of exhaustion.
I'm at 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, because you have to do a long rest within a 24-hour period, or you get a point of exhaustion.
Oh fuck that! I'm going back to sleep.
Okay, that's all right. So where are you going to sleep?
I'm gonna kill back up to the fire, but this time I'm gonna have my back to it.
Okay.
In that case,
it's only
can
going to
I?
be like a couple more hours, like maybe not even 2, maybe like an
Yeah.
hour and 45 minutes, and then you'll be fine. But
Can I retcon my use of the hit dice, or?
yeah, I don't care. Go ahead. That's
Alright,
fine.
thank you.
If you want to do long rest, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'll
mean, it's
go
like
to a different table.
half an hour or something.
I'm looking for Dabble Dub eventually, but I'm gonna sit
Okay.
by the bar area and wait for Emil. Is Emil there?
Emil's in the kitchen right now, but we'll get to that in a second because Ryzen wanted to go to Devin's room. So you like heading over towards that direction in the golds. You kind of pass a bunch of names. His is relatively close because it's D. So you're at his door. It's kind of lined in this really pretty gold, intricate letters, and the door is kind of shimmering at this gold light.
She just sort of touches it first before knocking.
Okay, so you give a knock, and you just kind of hear, yes, and he comes to the door.
Devin?
He opens it up, and he's just kind of, he's not wearing his armor. He's wearing like this cloth shirt and his not his briefs. What is it called? Are trousers the long ones? I think that's what they are.
Yeah.
But just wearing some like normal clothes. And he just kind of answers the door. He's like, hey, what? Good morning.
Do you want to eat breakfast with me?
I would absolutely love that. Can I get changed and then I'll be right there?
Okay, hurry up.
Okay, I'll try. And he kind of closes the door slowly, and about 5 minutes pass, and he comes back out, more groomed and like nicer attire. Not like suit and tie, but very kind of something you could get away with wearing to church, with that's not a suit and tie. And he kind of comes out and saying, well, I'm not gonna lie, I really, really am craving eggs and bacon.
I just started walking down.
Yeah, so you guys make it way downstairs. You guys see Dryzen and Devin come down. No sign of Dabbledob. Next would be, gosh, I think you're all awake now, aren't you? Other than Grizz and the fireplace.
Yep.
Nana and Carbon, you do eventually start making your way back. You do run into a couple of people that ask you questions, like there's a certain woman that's asking you if you're selling tickets for the tournament.
Me?
Yeah, well, like both of you, kind of looking at both of you, like, are you selling tickets?
No.
Don't you guys sell tickets the day before?
I'm a new member. I don't know what you're talking
Oh. And she just kind of walks by. And then a couple other people stop you, and they hound you for tickets as well.
about. Just gonna say the same thing to them.
Yeah, and then you guys eventually make it to the thing, and to the thing. Wow, very descriptive, Dungeon
To the
Master.
thing and the stuff to do
To
the stuff.
To the guild.
The thing.
You go make your way through the door. You walk your way down the halls of the Wakefield Quakes, and Illyria's kind of in the process of making a bunch of pieces of like paper. They look like tickets, and she just doesn't pay you any mind. You can just pass her if you want.
Can I ask her where Farino is?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you want me to like roleplay it?
Yeah, I do.
Would you happen to know where Farina would be?
I don't know. Probably slacking somewhere.
Well, I need to find him.
Check his office. He's usually up there being an old pervy man.
She giggles.
Okay, so you make your way through. The rest of you kind of see Carbon and Nana walk in together through the front. People start filling these halls pretty fast, and it gets pretty jovial pretty fast. Around the time the lunch order, not the lunch orders, the breakfast orders start coming in. Jasper does come down, and he makes his way towards like the window, and he's like, "Psst, hey!" He's like trying to get your attention, Emil.
Hello? Hi.
Hello.
Where were you? You weren't here this morning.
Oh no, I had to. I was watching, but I gotta take a piss too sometimes.
Well, it doesn't take you that long. Anyways, what's up?
Well, I'm really hungry. Will you? I don't know. What's the specialty today?
I'm feeling extra confident. So, what do you prefer?
Give me something with meat.
With meat? Okay. I'll give it my best shot.
But
Give
not
him
like
something with-
all meat. Maybe like throwing a biscuit. Maybe a couple of shrimp on the barbie. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
Sorry.
my fucking god.
Jump off of a boat.
I'll make him a breakfast steak sandwich with mashed potatoes and fruit and salad on the side.
All right, so
That's-
with those rolls, it's amazing. That's really
Holy
good.
shit. If that's breakfast, then holy fuck.
And he
I gotta start living like.
he's just eating it and he's loving it. He's like, "Thank you for the cake, by the way.
You're welcome. Did you like it? I wasn't sure if you're a fan of sweets.
I am a huge fan of sweets.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe it's a tiefling thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I actually, now that you mention it, my parents were really into sweets as well.
Is that the truth or are you lying to me?
He's just staring at you.
Inside check.
Okay.
Shit. Fuck. Ow.
19.
He seems to be honest. He doesn't. You don't see a reason why he would lie about that.
Sorry, sometimes you say things and they're not true.
Like what?
Or,
Name one thing that hasn't been true.
well, you said you were possibly my father, which obviously was not true.
Well, I mean, I could have been. You don't know.
Well, I do know now that you could not be, because my father was someone named Medeus.
I don't know any Modaises, but I think it'd be much cooler if you had a father like me.
Well, you might be right. You look like a cool tiefling. I don't know if you're father material, more like a big brother kind of person.
And Caius sort of slowly walks up. He's
Oh,
like,
shit.
"He's definitely not." Hey, Caius, how you doing? I'm all right.
Do you
what
know
do you do?
Jasper?
Yes, I know Jasper. Yeah, we
He
go
wa-
way back.
He
I've only
watches
known
me
him
in
for
the
like a
morning.
year. What?
He watches my door in the morning.
Oh, that's right. And Jasper's just like looking at Caius, wagging his tail. He's like, "Yeah, we go way back, don't we?" And Caius just like, "I've only known you for like a year. Way back, I'm telling you."
What makes you say that?
And he's looking at you like, "It's a joke, Emil."
Oh, well, it's hard to tell when you're joking or not. See, you did the thing again.
I mean, that's not lying. That's just being a funny guy.
You're making my head hurt sometimes, Jasper.
This is wonderful food. I'm going to eat it now.
All right.
Like, can I just have like some toast?
Just toast?
I love toast.
Okay, I'll make him toast with a really good jam with it.
And then, well, he says with the jam, he's like, you know, I'd like apple. Can you make me something like apples?
Apples? Okay. I'll make him an applesauce.
Okay.
Oh wait, is Jasper still there?
Yeah, he's like eating his thing at the area around the bar.
Okay, I'll go up to him and just say really quickly and use prestidigitation
No. Close enough. Whatever.
and make the air around him smell like apples.
Around who?
Jasper.
You're making Jasper smell like apples, and Caius wanted apples.
This was two different related things, but I just remembered it. So I made him smell like apples, and I'll sniff, and I'm like, I didn't know red tieflings smelled like apples.
Wait. What did you do to me?
Nothing. And then I walk away.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Mine? Oh, God damn it. 11.
Okay. You go back to the kitchen. So the rest of you guys, you're sort of. Is there anything specific you want to do on the mornings coming through? Dabbledob hasn't come through yet. But
I'm just sitting at the bar place now where like Jasper and stuff is.
Anything you guys want to do? Grizz, you're probably awake right now at this point.
Who's at the bar right now?
Deja, Caius, Jasper.
Tiefling party.
Bones is too as well.
Okay, when I hand over Beja's food, I'm just like, man, I had this strange, weird dream that I was being possessed by some demon or something. It was really weird. And
That
I'll
sounds
stare at her.
crazy.
Am I anywhere near the bar?
Yeah, I'd say if you want to be, yeah.
So I was planning on sitting at a table near Grizz. I guess, is Grizz awake as Emil's saying this?
Yeah, Grizz would be around.
I'm heading over to, like, as I wake up, now that I've properly rested, because some git didn't wake me up at the fireplace, I go over to the bar and I just give this, like, knowing look at Joel, and then I look at Emil, like, yeah, you know already what I'm gonna fucking order.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is kind of look to Nana and say, let's get some food. And then I'm gonna approach the bar. And then when Emil starts talking about the demon, I'm gonna kind of wave at him and just kind of make the, like shake my head no, like don't do that.
Oh, yeah,
No, you didn't have a dream like that?
I still was responding like that's crazy. Like, where do you even come up with that?
I don't know. I think I just read it in a book somewhere. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, those, what is it? Fiction?
Yeah, I had a.
Yeah.
I don't. The people were talking to me, but I don't know if, the guy in the head understood what they were saying. I don't know. What do you think? What
I
happened?
keep shaking my head more vigorously.
I mean, as long as it doesn't become a recurring dream, it should be fine. It seems kind of weird though, like a nightmare. I don't know.
Well, I guess a nightmare. It didn't seem to do. And I see Carbon at this point, and I'm like, hey, Carbon! Do you not want any food?
So I just kind of push my way, not next to Beja, but I just kind of get through people and push my way in. And I order a plate of fruit again, because that was really nice. And then, in a very low voice, I whisper to Emil, Alfia said not to talk to her about it. I can talk to you more later today about what Alfia's had to say about her.
Do I hear that?
No. Not with your passive perception.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I tried to see her reaction, but she just smiled at me, so I don't think anything bad happened. Alright, I won't do it again.
And I just kind of make an okay symbol with my hand.
While this is happening, Dryzen, you and Devin are kind of sitting at a table, like probably about a table away, on the opposite end, kind of farther away from them, and you guys are just talking. But as this is like happening, Carvin's like shaking your head and doing all these moments and stuff, and he just kind of leans in and he's like, "They're kind of funny. That sounds like Jasper. Fuck, they're kind of funny, aren't they?"
Yeah, they are.
And he just continues eating his bacon. He takes a big old bite out of the bacon, and it's like, huh. And he just continues to watch. He's like basically people watching your group.
Are you a funny guy?
Am I?
Yeah.
Then I am.
Tell me a joke.
What? Oh, tell you a joke. Oh, what do you
Feel
get
like-
when you cross a shapeshifter and an elf?
I don't know. What?
And he sits there and he's like, a bad time. And he's just like
So
smiling
I can
at you.
just
He's just smiling like, eh?
You should have said a
she
shelf.
like gives him like a big laugh.
That's what I was thinking too. Shelf. Anyways,
That was terrible.
And he goes, he's like, okay, let's see, I know I can think of a good one. Why did the necromancer's wife leave him?
Why?
She didn't want to raise their kids.
That
Oh
was
my
kinda
god.
grim. That one's really grim. Jesus. Holy shit.
They're
That's
just
really
smiling, looking at
grim.
you like, haha.
I just pat him on the shoulder.
Okay, I know I can do better. Hold on. Okay. What do you call a, nope, that one's offensive. He's like thinking for a second, he's like, man, what have I heard? Okay, why did the, nope, that one's offensive too. And he just kind of smiles and starts eating his bacon again.
It's okay if you're not a funny guy.
Don't worry about it. Shh, don't say anything about it.
Yeah, he just goes back to eating, and he just
What?
keeps watching the group. That's a genius one, by the way.
Dude, use it. Go on, save the
No,
character.
no. That makes his character even more strong.
God damn
Bad
it.
jokes.
no, I'll just keep serving food using prestidigitation. Fucking whatever.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation
Yay.
to keep the food hot as I serve it and keep it cold. Keep like drinks cold because I can do that with that spell.
Right.
Yeah. To make
Okay.
it extra fresh.
About this time, the whole tavern's filling up. Everybody's really having like a very, very great time. And Farino kind of steps up and he stands on the bar counter that's right by the. I guess it's on the bar. I'm a fucking idiot. Why am I trying to describe that? But he's on the bar. And he stands up. He's like, okay, we're really close to the tournament. Can I get everybody's attention? And everyone just kind of keeps like talking and chatting in the back. It's like, ahem! Ahem! And then
Have people not quieted down yet as he's
Well,
saying that?
Well, he's like, yeah, he hasn't, but I don't think you would be paying attention either.
Oh god, no, I would. Hell
No,
yes,
but
I
like
would.
you're like busy because he's like everyone's like talking over everything. It's hard to hear anything. But like he's just like, ahem!
Isn't he,
And
like,
then the
right
third
in
one,
front of me?
yeah, he's about like 10 feet away from you.
Oh damn! I was
But
gonna
he's
say
small,
like,
and he's like climbing on the table, and then he just kind of uses thaumaturgy to make his voice get much bigger, and he's like, ahem! And then like everyone just kind of stops and looks up towards him, and he's like, so the tournament real close. We for the rest of you that know how this goes, we sell tickets to keep the guild running smoothly throughout the year. And everyone's just like kind of groaning. Oh, hold on. There we go. Anyways. But he's just like, yeah, so everybody, we need people to come to the tournament to fund our guild for another year. So I need all of you to get out and sell these tickets to the tournament. They're just 1 gold each. The ticket gives them an entire free access to all of the activities we offer people who come in. And he starts handing them out, and you all get about 10.
Oh, shit. Let me add those down real quick on my character.
Yeah, so
Wait,
like, and
10
you're,
tickets?
yeah, you get 10 tickets to kind of sell.
Okay, so
Can I just like hand him gold and be like, I don't want to do this.
I want to ask
Do you,
him
if you want to, you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 20 gold.
And he just looks at you. He's like, "That's not the point." And he kind of like pushes it back in your hand, and he hands you the tickets anyways.
Oh,
And he just kind of keeps walking. He's like, "Do your best to sell them if you can. This will be funding all of the future events and things that we do inside the guild."
Did I see Nana try to give the tickets away?
How close are you to everyone else now?
I'm at the bar with Jasper and Kaius and stuff.
Were you trying to be stealthy, Nana? Yes or no?
no. With that? No, not really. I was just
Okay, so you
kind of
definitely saw that.
I'll turn to Nana and be like, I'll take your tickets.
tickets.
Yeah? You're trying to get rid of them, right?
I don't really want to do this today, so I guess
Well,
so.
Yeah, okay, I'll take them. I'll do it for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are you selling them, or are you just giving them to Beja?
Just give them to Beja, I guess.
Okay, so Beja, you have 20.
Okay.
Farino kind of like stops, and after he's like giving everybody their tickets, and he's like, "Oh, this is definitely one of the most prideful times of this year. We get out, we publicize, we get a good crowd coming in, we get the fans into it. This is where most of our stuff comes through. Also, it kind of spreads our name as a guild. So please be friendly to everyone you meet, and don't overcharge them, please. It's 1 gold per ticket." And everyone's
Sure.
like, "Whoa."
I stare at Beja.
I have a glint in my eye because I have a plan.
But he just kind of finishes up and what like his little speech that he's giving and handing out people's stuff, and he says, "Yeah," and you guys can look at the little tickets, and on the back of it it says, "Good for 1 free archery range game, 1 free arm wrestling tournament try, 1 free admission to the live performances. There is 1 for portrait drawing, 1 free portrait drawing, and then there's 1 for basically you can enter the betting ring to who will win for the tournament and stuff like that."
What was the second one? Archery range, something live performances.
Arm wrestling.
So I had a character. It clicked in my head. Like as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, good times.
But yeah, so basically what's happening is he's expecting you all to sell at least 10 tickets and get people to come and enjoy themselves at the guild for the next day.
Cool. I was gonna go out anyways, so this is a good chance.
But yeah, what's his name? I can't think of it. There's like an orcish individual that kind of speaks up. He's like, "Well, this is my favorite time of the year." And he stands up and he starts heading out towards the door, and he's like, "That's the spirit!"
I yell in Orcish. Good luck!
He yells back, "Rock'tmore!"
Okay.
Means
What does
wait,
that
Was
mean?
that the orc that I think it was?
yeah, it's Morgak.
Oh, my boy! Holy shit! All right, sorry, I got excited.
But everyone starts to disperse and kind of leave the guild, and it slowly starts to get very empty in there. People seem really excited about this part. What are you guys doing?
I want to go out onto the streets, start selling
Oh
some
shit!
tickets.
All right. Is anyone going with Beja specifically?
I'm not.
Emil,
I'm
you are done
working.
with work, by the way.
Oh, I
You-
am?
Yeah, with those 3 rolls, you were done.
Thanks for the meal. I walk away.
Oh, okay. Don't do anything bad.
I would never.
I just stare at her.
I'm not looking
Promise
at
you
that.
won't do anything bad.
Yeah, and I'll just like wave as I'm walking away. But like not
Say hi to
looking.
Jeremy if you see him out there.
Oh, I don't know if I'll see him, but okay.
That's sounding a little metagaming, Emil. What are you doing?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, he's probably working out. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
He's a guard that I have not seen yet.
Devin,
Everyone
Devin got
does.
an insight check.
Devin does kind of lean over to you, Dries, and he's like, "Do you want to go selling these with me?"
Sure, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
Hey, that works. Together, that's 20 tickets. We've got a lot of work cut out for us. And he kind of gets up and he starts like heading out towards the door and everything.
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll turn to Roger and Caius and it's like, well, I need to go to the apothecary. I don't know where that is, but maybe we can sell some tickets on the way. I didn't mean to assume that you were coming. I just did. Nice. Get it.
Well, actually, I'm going with Luce Delminas to Daxio right now.
To Daxio?
Yeah, so there are a couple of... Gosh, that's not his voice. There are a couple of high individuals over there that like to attend. And the diamond levels teleport over there, get them, and teleport back.
Oh, okay. When will you
Sorry.
be back? No, you're okay.
It'll be maybe nighttime.
Okay, but you promised we train today.
I did.
Alright, well, good luck. Get as many tickets sold. We need a big crowd.
I don't need luck. And he starts to walk away, and Jasper kind of from the back's like, "Yeah, you do, mate." And Jasper like kind of comes up to your side, Emil, and puts his hand on your shoulder. And then he just kind of says, "Can I accompany you and the big guy here?"
I don't see why not. Are you okay with that, Roger?
The more, I guess, the merrier.
You're both kind of sneaky, so...
Oh, you a sneaky guy? I dabble, I guess. That's something I wouldn't expect from you. Kind of big. I get that a lot.
He's really good at opening doors.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You opened that weird door that no one else could open. It was great.
And Jasper's just kind of staring at him with his large, looming yellow eyes, like, uh-huh. Let's get going. Carbon, Nana, you guys coming with us?
I need to look at the map real quick. Hold on.
Oh, I have a few things to do first, but maybe.
All right. And then he kind of looks over at you, Grizz.
We were
Hey.
going to head towards the magic shop anyway.
Oh, all right. Well, good luck selling tickets, I guess. This is going to be a new experience for me, too. Grizz, you want to come with us? What you up to, big guy?
I was probably gonna head over to the magic shop as well, actually. And like as I'm saying this, I'm kind of like stretching because sleeping in front of the fire is fucking not the
Oh,
most
good.
pleasant, but it's what I like.
I'll go talk to Nana and pull on her shirts and say in Draconic, "Well, I'm glad you guys are hanging out. I was worried something happened because you weren't hanging out with Carbon as much as you were before."
It's a complicated situation, but I've done a lot of thinking, and I think I'll be here for a while.
That's good. Well, sell a lot of tickets. I'm sure you of all people don't need help with that.
Thank you.
And I'll hop back over to my group of thieves, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're in company of
Who's
thieves.
Two
Daddy
thieves,
now.
one child.
Oh god.
But they do kind of leave not too long after Devin and Dryzen leave, and the rest of you, Beija's off by herself. And just Nana, Carbon, and Grizz are left in the tavern out of everybody in the entire guild.
I have things to do.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you do this.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Nana mostly.
So I'm gonna just kind of like hold Carbon's hand for a second and just be like, I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna go walk up and sign up for the thing.
Who?
I'm gonna, yeah. Sorry, go.
Well, that's the first thing. I'm signing up for the thing.
Okay. So you're putting your name on the.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then, do you have something to say about it?
No, not about it. You can continue.
And then I'm gonna make my way towards wherever Farino is. Did he like go back to his room, or is he still out there?
He's kind of like still wandering around.
I'm gonna try to get his attention and be like, "Hey, Farino, over here.
Yes. What is it? Oh, Nana. Hello.
I would like to make a performance to open up the tournament."
Oh my God! Really?
Yes.
That would be fantastic. Would you like to play before or after Sarah?
Oh. Well, I would want Sarah to hear it.
Well, she's gonna hear it either way.
Make a good point. I'll go after.
Okay, and he kind of like pulls up this piece of paper and writes it down. He's like, "Okay, all right. So, is there any?" And then kind of like he gets interrupted by a voice that kind of comes from the side, and it is your father. He just kind of goes, "Nana," trying to like get your attention.
Father?
So, we're heading to Daxio. Do you want me to invite your mom?
Oh, I would very much love to see her again.
I just thought I should ask before I do it.
Thank you, Father.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see you tonight.
Yes.
And he heads up the stairs, and Farino's just like, your mom?
The one that birthed me.
I'm really confused.
Well, you see...
He's like,
How
I'm
do I
just kidding, I know that you're his daughter. Who do you think I am?
I really wanted to hear, I really wanted to hear Nana just be like, well, when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much.
So something interesting that I guess I should point out to you when you put your name on the board is no matter how hard you try to type spell Nana, it gets written out from this pen and it says Ashelia Rose Daxio.
Oh.
Are you just kind of like accepting it?
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever.
Okay. So your name is under Yzra.
Convent said in the chat that like as
Yeah.
Nana was doing, yeah.
But he's just like, I'm just gonna hold on, finish this really quick with her.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Just
But
because
he's just like, I knew you were his daughter. It's okay.
I thought you were confused about another part of that, but as long as you know, I suppose.
Oh. And he just kind of sits there. He's like, okay, goodbye. And he starts heading up his stairs. All right, now you can do your thing with Carbon.
So as she leaves, I kind of pull out my journal and I leaf through some stuff I've written in it and kind of skim some things. And then I turn to Grizz and I say, hey, can I ask your opinion on something?
Aye. What do you want my opinion on, lass?
So, when I first came to Wakefield, it was the day of that festival where Nana performed in the town square and the zombies attacked. And so we all fought the initial wave of zombies, and then
Wait. There was zombies in the Wake.
You got cut off on the end, what?
There were zombies in the Wakefield?
Yes. And so
What the fuck?
the group ended up being part of the investigation for that. And
Eh?
Well, there are just some things that don't make sense to me, and I'm not sure if I'm just paranoid because, I come from a society where we kill each other to advance, but overnight there was a second attack over in the shopping district, and the bodies ended up being taken to this kind of storeroom for the guards. And when we were investigating in there, Beja kind of poked around and found this secret tunnel out to the outside of Wakefield into this kind of little forested area. And
I know of that forest. It's not that far from here, actually, is it? It's just outside the borders.
well,
Right. So you just randomly found in this guarded room that
Right.
the guards use a
And-
tunnel outside of Wakefield.
and the guards didn't seem to know it was there, which doesn't make sense to me. Because this is a building for guards. And so it DM, the graveyard was south of that area, right? Like the tunnel came out and then it was like a mile south to the graveyard?
Southeast.
Southeast? Okay.
Yep.
So, and we did figure that out, right? Like we explored and went that way, or did we end up going east out the gate? Do you remember?
So you guys went south out the gate, and then you were led to the graveyard that is to like the southeast. But from that tunnel, it is southeast.
Do we know that in character?
You would probably get the general sense of the direction, yeah.
Okay. So there's this graveyard that's kind of in that area. We didn't go through the tunnel and then go down to the graveyard, but we ended up investigating that graveyard, and there was a necromancer down in one of the crypts.
DM, does Grizz know what a necromancer is?
No.
No. A necromancer? What the fuck is a necromancer?
Well, he can raise the dead, and what's more strange is as he died, he opened a portal and was killed by something on the other side. And it just seems suspicious that none of the guards knew about that tunnel. And I'm not sure if I'm just being irrational or if that's...
Well, it does sound a wee bit, not quite right that there is just a random tunnel in one of the places guarded by guards. That's a... I ain't the smartest, but that doesn't add up. Look,
After
I'll
we
help
go
you-
to the magic shop, do you want to see if we can find Jeremy and talk to him about it? he
but
was a-
there isn't who Jeremy is.
Nope.
Nope.
I was about to explain it anyway.
Oh, right, sorry.
He was a guard that was with us when we found the tunnel, and he walked out through the tunnel to see where it went with us, and I was hoping to ask him about it.
Yeah, no, definitely, I'll come and help you. Last thing I want is undead bastards coming into the city for a third time, apparently.
I don't think that the undead will be another problem, but if someone on the guard was helping this magic user, then I'm not comfortable with that. And
Right. Well, I mean, neither am I if they're trying to attack Wakefield. I mean, I flip and live here. My family's here. And I like...
Is Tyrion Humble the king, or is he just like Lord of Wakefield?
He's like the Lord King. He's like the guy who does all the political bullshit.
Okay.
Ambassador.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have anything more to add on to that. I'll just kind of wait for Nana to get back unless Grizz has more to say.
As a note,
Yeah.
really quick, because I'm just double checking my notes. You're saying that the room that had the cave was a guard barracks? Is that what
Yeah, you mentioned
No.
that it was like...
So I think what you're confused about here is it was the scene of the murder of the what's it called, the people that died.
Yeah.
They were moved into that storage room because they were in the middle of the streets, and the guards were guarding this storage room because they
Okay,
didn't
so
know
it
what the
wasn't
fuck.
necessarily.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
storage room that had this secret area. Just so I clear this up really quick.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of change. Can I change that conversation to just it was a storage room, and
Yeah.
now I want to figure
Yeah,
out.
I'll
I was-
mentally.
I was sitting here thinking, like, shit, did I write that in my fucking notes? And I go back and I'm like, no, it says storage room here. Okay.
No, I just misunderstood when I typed it out.
All right. So, after that whole conversation, I'm just gonna wait for whatever Carbon's waiting for, and then when we're ready, I'm gonna head over to the magic shop. And yeah. Oh, on the way to the magic shop, by the way, I'm trying to like get rid of these. Not get rid of, sorry. I'm trying to like sell off the tickets, and like if there's any
Yeah.
like people who have like kids, I'm giving the like kids ticket away for free, and just like adding one of my own gold to the pile.
Ooh, okay. So for me, I guess we'll just start with you since you mentioned it. But just give me per. Ooh. All right, guys. What do you think selling tickets would be? I think it'd be persuasion.
Up to you.
Well, I'm trying to.
Oh god,
it's
if it's
acrobatics.
persuasion.
I would agree with persuasion unless somebody like
Or just a general charisma check.
yeah, or if like Nana
I think
wanted to
charisma
sing
check-
songs to sell it, that could be performance. Or if
Yeah,
Emil wanted
yeah.
to do
So
tricks or something.
Everybody. So for you, Grizz specifically, do a charisma check with advantage.
Oh, I do. I will be helping Carbon with.
Yeah.
Just a straight up charisma check,
Uh-huh.
or is it persuasion? Oh, just straight up charisma?
Gives
Alright.
yeah, charisma check. You have advantage.
Oh!
20.
So
A nat
Um,
20!
you actually you sell every single one of your tickets, but you give them. Would it be better in Grizz's mind to give them all away or to actually sell them?
I'd give them away just for the fact that I know more people are gonna show up and watch me try to fucking take down Toro.
Okay. So are you taking 10 gold out of your
I'm
pocket?
I'm taking 10 gold out of my own funds and like setting it
Okay.
aside as like
So
that's
mark that down, but you've definitely got some new fans. They are all about Grizz. I'm sure you hype them up about what you want to do in the tournament. And they're really excited, and you've got a couple of new fans. Like 10
nice.
of them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So while we have Grizz out of the way, I guess we'll just do Nana and Carbon. Since you're helping Carbon, tell me how you're selling your tickets.
So I'm probably gonna do because I am loaded. I'm probably gonna do what Grizz did and just kind of try and convince people to come and then, pay for it myself. But like, I'm gonna do my best to be charismatic and nice because I am a dro.
So do a charisma check, but because Nana is helping you, it is not at disadvantage. So just a straight charisma check.
15.
Okay, so you sell probably about probably about 6 of them. You sell 6 tickets. You have 4 left over as of this moment, and it's getting kind of no, it's not getting late. It's probably like afternoon, lunchtime ish, as you guys are like heading on your way. So the next group of people, I guess we'll do Dryzen and Devin. Devin sort of leads towards the center of the town hall, and you see a bunch of other guildmates trying to sell tickets, and he's just like, so what I usually do for mine is I have to go sell to the Radiant Servant really quick, and then we can I sell some of mine to the people at the temple, and then we can do yours if you want.
Don't you have family here? Do you want to like sell it to them?
Not really.
We should like invite your brother,
Which one?
the one that's here.
And he just kind of licks off. He's like, make a persuasion check, Dryzen.
Um,
I was
I
gonna say,
got 13, but I'm gonna do luck to do it again.
oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead. That's funny that you got 13 being your name.
20.
20. Okay, so he kind of shuffles his feet and he looks up. He's like, "Yeah, do you really think I should?"
Yeah, you should.
Okay. I'm still gonna give a couple of these to people at the temple, but uh, I'll save 4 for my family. That should get them all.
Okay, let's go.
But he makes his way to the temple and he talks to the radiant servant. You guys have he has like a conversation, something really religious, kind of like out of place for a second. He's like, "Oh, this is Dryzen," and
I
he's like, "Oh, I've met her before," and he like shakes your hand and he's like, "Well, I'm looking forward to seeing both of you hopefully fight. Are you fighting in the tournament?"
I'm not.
Ah, well, hopefully you'll be on the sidelines helping me cheer him on.
I will do.
And you guys kind of leave there, and he does kind of, as you leave the temple, he's like, "Well, so other than my family, I'm all set. Got 5 tickets left. What do you want to sell? Do you have anything in mind? Any people in mind?"
No, not really. What do
Okay,
you
so
think?
well, I guess we could just hawk them from here.
Okay.
And so just give me a persuasion check with just straight roll because Devin's helping you. I'm sorry, a charisma, not persuasion.
17.
17. Okay, so you're actually able to sell 7 of your tickets. But you still have 3 left. It's only about lunchtime at this point, and he just kind of he's like, "Hey, that's actually pretty good. Hell, I guess we could head over to the shopping district and hand these to my family."
Yeah, let's go see your family.
Okay, so you make your way on there. From there, we will switch to a meal. And Roger and Jasper.
You used to do this before. What's the best way to sell tickets?
Well, honestly, I just kind of walk around and intimidate people to give me money, and I'll give them a ticket.
How about we don't do that?
Okay.
I know.
Well,
How about you
leave
put
it.
on a little show? Can you juggle your knives?
Actually, I'm pretty adept at that. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll do the same with fire, and we'll like do a little show.
What do I do? Do I just sit here and watch?
You can juggle your knives too. Kind of.
That's. I mean, I could try, but I'm not very. I don't think I can do that.
I don't know if you want to do this, but maybe I can juggle on top of you and make it look extra awesome.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
So where are we wanting to do this?
Near the shopping district, I think, since there's a lot of people there.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Sure. You guys head over there and kind of where are you setting up specifically?
Just near the apothecary, I would say.
Apothecary.
Where there's the most people.
They're like apothecaries near the like the Tipsy Mistress towards the southish. Not really that close to the shopping district.
Then I don't know. Somewhere between 2 stores that seemed really busy.
Okay. So you kind of set up. Okay. Give me a performance check with well, let's see how they roll for theirs, and I'll tell you if you get advantage. Oh, I guess I'll go and roll. I'm gonna roll them both on the. Jasper rolled.
Please. Don't let me down.
Since I have Roger right here. Gosh, what would that be? I think that's a yeah. That's not Grizz rolling that, but yeah, you get the idea.
So it was you,
Um,
you motherfucker.
but Roger like hoists you up on his shoulders, and Jasper's kind of like striding around you and like tossing like fire into his knives round and round and round. So
Okay.
just give me a performance check with advantage.
Yeah. 17 plus 5, and the other one is 7 plus 5. So 17 plus 5, 22.
Okay, so you sell all 10 of your tickets very fast. You sell 8 of Roger's, and Jasper sells 7 of his. And it's only about lunchtime.
We did pretty good.
That's actually probably the best I've ever done. People don't usually approach me and like to talk to me, so
You just gotta be really friendly and always smile.
I'm always smiling. And he gives you that kind of crooked smile where it looks like you can't trust him.
I'll make him smell like apples again, and I'm like, well, we'll practice, I think.
He just sort of gets a little. He looks sad a little bit.
Oh no! I give him a pat in the back.
He's like, all right, so I don't know. You guys hungry? We go back to the guild, get something to eat.
Sure.
Roger's like, please. But so, Carbon, Nana, and Grizz, you guys are going to the magic shop.
Yep.
Okay, so what you guys doing?
When I go in, I see the 2 shopkeepers, right?
Yeah, well, you see one of them. The other one's
Oh.
not in the front.
I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna say, "Hello, mate. How's your day going?"
It's pretty good. How is yours?
Good. Aye, mine's going real good. I just got rid of all my tickets for the tournament. I don't suppose you're going.
Us? Absolutely.
Hey, I'm glad to hear
We
it.
get free entrance with all of our discounts we give the guild.
Oh, do ya? That's good. Actually, I'm here to inquire about some magic item. I don't suppose you've got anything that could give me a bit of an edge in the fight. You know, give me a bit more beefiness. You know.
What kind of edge are you looking for?
I don't know, something that out of character. Pretty much something that could like give me maybe like an increase to AC, or like maybe some more health, or maybe advantage when dodging certain things. You know, something like that.
Okay, so with what they have in stock, the only thing that kind of catches your eyes is a pair of boots called Mudwalkers.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You really want me to have the mudwalk?
There is a animated shield, and there are gloves of missile snaring.
Oh. I'm gonna point at the gloves and I'm gonna say, so what do these do?
I'm gonna look up the exact definition for you really quick.
Because
But basically, when someone shoots you with a projectile, you get to roll a dice, and if you reduce the damage of it to 0, you actually catch the arrow.
You're
Any
a monk
projectile.
now, Grizz.
Yeah.
any project. Okay.
Yeah, so it's so basically you use your reaction, you reduce the
Right.
damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier, and you have to have a free hand. So if you're holding your weapon with 2 hands and you're doing 2-handed strikes, I wouldn't let you do that. But with your free hand, you can if you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile, but only if it's
Right.
small enough to hold in your hand.
Bugger. I don't suppose you're going to be getting any new stock in soon, or anything like that.
Magic items are really hard to come by.
Aye. Well, thanks for the help. Yeah. Well. Well, I hope you enjoy the tournament. You know, I'm going to be challenging Torin, actually.
Oh, we can't wait.
Yeah, probably going to kick my ass again, but hey, who knows? I might win.
Okay.
As that wraps up, I kind of speak up and say, a friend of mine mentioned that you guys had a jade sword.
And he's like, "Oh, you're looking for the jade sword." and they kind of bring you over to a wall that's like there's two nails that are kind of holding this jade kind of short sword by the hilt. And it's very pretty. And he runs his finger along the blade and just says, "Is this what you're looking for?"
I believe so. What does it do?
So you will receive a +1 to any bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls made with this weapon. You must be proficient in martial, finesse, or light weapons. If this blade, I should warn you, if this blade is exposed to more than 30 points of force damage or thunder damage, the blade will violently erupt itself into a bunch of pieces, destroying the item. But anything that is caught in the blast takes 6d10 piercing damage.
How much is it?
For this one,
Yes.
with the tournament and knowing you're from the guild, I'll say 500 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Okay, so I will send that to you after the game. But you are now the proud owner of the sword called Jade Z-Force.
Did you just say Z-Force?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then I look at Nana and do you want anything?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
I then look at Grizz and is that all you needed?
It's a shame they didn't have anything in for me, but hey, yeah, I don't really care. So, what do you want to do now? I'm gonna chase up that theory you had, or that thing you had.
And probably grab some food because it's about lunch, right?
Yeah, it's like 12-ish.
Yeah.
I
Also,
suppose
probably.
Sorry.
I was just finishing that sentence. You're good.
Oh, God, I really do wish we were all like there in person because
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to do
Yeah.
facial expressions with you guys as a DM.
yeah, we'd get to see your like really evil grin as we make a very bad mistake.
No. So yeah. Gosh, so I'm trying to think. Yeah, you guys just heading back to the guild? Are you going somewhere specific for lunch, looking for somewhere else, or?
Well, I'm gonna be looking for Jeremy. Is there an open? There's like an open market area, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like right next to the shopping district.
It
There are
unless
markets throughout like the entire city.
unless Grizz and Nana want to go somewhere specific. I was just planning on grabbing something from like the market and walking, and eating and talking.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Nana's a lost puppy, so she's just following.
So I guess she's down with that.
Yeah.
Okay. What you're looking for Jeremy, right?
Yes.
So give me a investigation check with advantage. Because a lot of people are around and you also have Grizz and Nana trying to help you look for him.
I'm really glad you said with advantage because that first roll was a natural 1. 17?
Okay, so you guys walk around. You guys get some nice like funnel cakes, kind of. You find those and you eat those up, and you guys can make your way towards sort of the east gate where you're like, oh, maybe Jeremy's over there. He's not, so it takes a couple more hours, but you do eventually find Jeremy, and he's currently like in the center of town, just talking to people. He's actually talking to someone from the guild. I guess I'll show you what they look like.
I'm also going to be passively trying to sell my tickets.
Yeah.
By
But
the
you.
way, I haven't sold my ticket.
Oh wait, I have to get to you. Sorry. We'll get to you after this one really quick. But you see him talking to a this lady individual, kind of tighter clothing, has a rapier to her side, heavy gloves, like light blonde hair, and he's just talking to her. But you've seen her before. You would know that she is a platinum ranked adventurer. She seems to be trying to sell her ticket to him. And after a few minutes of talking, she just kind of is like hugs him and then takes one of her tickets out, and they kind of trade. And yeah, she goes on her way. And he's just standing there with a ticket in his hand.
Do I recognize her, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, she's from the guild. Like I was saying, you would have known who she is.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
like as she's going off, I like wave to her.
Okay, so she's kind of running in the opposite direction, but you can wave to her.
Yeah, I'll wave.
Yeah, he's just standing there with a ticket in his hand.
I approach and say hello.
No, go on, say hello.
Say hello. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta role play.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Wow. What's going on?
Mostly out trying to sell these tickets that I've been given, but
Oh.
I also had some questions.
Sure. Lay 'em on me.
First one, have you caught anything with that bear trap way back from
No.
the zombie days?
He actually pulls it off of his belt loop. It's finally just dangling off his guard armor. He's like, no, I seriously cannot catch any. Why are these? Do these even work?
I perk up and I say, they do. Bloody hate them.
He just kind of puts it away. He's like, oh. Anyways, what's your other questions?
So, I was just ever since all that zombie stuff. Who owns that storage building that had the secret tunnel? Do you know?
So that's the strangest thing, is apparently we did a couple of investigating throughout the week that's been passing. We had no idea why there was a certain room, like a door, that led to outside. It turns out that it used to be some sort of safe house back when there was a war between the humans and the elves. I'm sure you've heard of that. And he just kind of perks up. He's like, well, this place used to be a camp for like a military camp. But I guess at some point there was a safe house built for a very important individual that was held here. Don't ask me, I'm not a history buff, but apparently that's what that whole thing was used for, and I guess we just built over top of it. Like around it. That building's been there since the thousands of years.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe him because I rolled a 5.
Yeah. He seems like he's just being genuine. He seems kind of just really baffled by why that was there.
Okay. Has anything else weird happened since we wrapped that up, or has other than that serial killer thing? But I don't think that was.
The serial killer's definitely been strange. Gosh, the apothecary almost blew up his home 7 days ago.
DM, that is that little gnomish or halfling guy that was put out by us being there.
Yeah.
I just kind of smile, it's a half smile, and I just say he seemed to be a little out of.
Yeah, he's strange. Oh, I guess I got promoted. That's cool.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. It's been a climb. It's been good. I get my pay's way better. I get more time off. I get to boss people around. It's great. Now, if I could only just catch something with a bear trap, that'd be cool. But
As he says that, I kind of squint at him.
Hopefully, no bears. I just say.
That'd be cool if it caught up. And then he kind of looks at Grizz. He's like, So, anyways,
Okay. I just was curious about that because it just seems strange that nobody knew about it. And
Yeah.
I guess I am a little paranoid.
no, trust me, I am too. And with that whole serial killer thing, I feel like that was too easy. I'd stay awake at night thinking that we missed something.
Well, if you hear of anything strange, I'll always be willing to help, and I'm sure you can leave a message with Illyria and it'll find its way to me.
I appreciate it. I'll let you guys know. I just being a guard captain now is very stressful.
I just kind of nod at him.
Is there anything else I can do for you? I gotta make my runs to the south gate, make sure everything's going swell there.
I was gonna try and sell you a ticket, but I see that somebody beat me to it.
Hey, actually, give me one more. I'll bring someone.
I give him one, and I just kind of pull out another gold piece of my own and set it aside to give to Farana later.
So you're just giving him it?
Yeah,
He's like, no, I insist, please.
it's okay.
I appreciate it. And he kind of pockets the ticket and says, well, are you fighting in it? Are all three of you fighting in it?
I nod.
My
For me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll let Nana go and then I'll.
Regrettably.
My squint turns to like this grin, and I'm just like, and I'm gonna be taking on Torin again.
He just kind of he's said it. It's like, oh, well, I can't wait to watch all of you. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go actually do my job now. Have a great day. Good luck with the tickets. Adios.
I'll see you later.
As he's like walking away,
Mm-hmm.
I wanna just like, I just wanna turn around and like just say some random stuff in bearish and see what his reaction is.
Okay. He doesn't really seem to react. He's walking
He
away.
hears a bear roaring and he's like, yeah, fuck it. No wonder his bear trap doesn't fucking work.
He looks back at you and is like, and he just keeps walking. He seems in a hurry.
Fuck. I thought that would elicit a bit more of a shock out of him.
I just kind of shrug at you, Grizz.
All right, Beja, because I skipped you the first time. I'm sorry. What are you doing?
Okay, so my plan was to get out there early and
Yeah.
to go to like the center of town.
Uh-huh.
And then I want to look around for the most charismatic person I can find.
The most charismatic person you could find.
Yeah, that's not a guild member.
Give me a perception check.
No.
What'd you roll?
4.
Okay,
Could it not be investigation?
well, so you said you were specifically going to the center and looking for people, like just
Yeah, okay. So
using your
4.
peepers for the person that looks the most.
When you like somehow magically find Wek of all people.
But you don't seem to find anybody that looks like particularly like charismatic, but you do come across a guy that's kind of got like a buck tooth and he seems to be talking to a lot of people.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna be like, hello.
Oh, hello!
Are you interested in some tickets for the tournament?
Oh, how much are they?
They're 1 gold each.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Oh, do you not have that much?
Make a persuasion check to sell to this guy.
Well, I'm not particularly trying to sell to him. I just wanna.
You want to what then?
So if he doesn't have enough money, I want to ask, do you know any people who have money?
You could go to maybe the Tipsy Mistress, I guess.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna put a hand around him, or an arm around him. I'm gonna be like, you should help me sell these tickets. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay. So he just kind of looks at you, he's like, I, I mean, I wasn't really doing anything. Sure. What do I get?
I'm gonna take out the stack of 20 and like count off 5. I'm gonna give him those 5 tickets. I'm gonna be like, you go to the best part of town you can think of, and you sell these for 2 gold each, and I'll split half of it with you.
Oh, that sounds like a really good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I was heading that way anyways.
Okay, well, good luck. You can meet me at the guild later.
Okay. What's your name?
Beja.
Okay, Beja. And he starts heading towards like the south.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing again 2 times.
Okay, give me
Oh,
2
you
perception
evil
checks.
motherfucker!
What checks?
Just perception.
Overcharging
12?
everyone.
And 18.
Okay, so the 12th guy goes kind of to the south again. The 18 guy goes north.
Okay, and they each have 5. And I'm gonna try to sell my other 5 in the town square.
And they're all selling theirs for 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you what's it? When you get done with that and you're trying to sell, what are you doing to sell? Are you just kind of hawking them like tickets?
Yeah, I'm just trying to go up to people and like be charming.
Okay, just do a general charisma check.
No.
What is
God
it?
damn it. +4, so it's 11.
Were you selling them for 2 gold pieces or 1?
In the town square, I'm selling them for 1.
Okay, so with how much was it again?
11.
Okay, so with an 11, you've sold probably about 4 tickets,
Out
just
of 5?
barely.
Oh, that's good.
4 out of the rest that you have. I thought you had 5, 10, 15.
I gave it's
oh,
5
you had
each.
5.
4 with
Yeah,
5
so you would
each.
sell 4. You would sell 4 out of 5.
Okay. And then, what time is it by now?
It's like noon.
Okay. I want to go towards the alchemist guy or the apothecary guy,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to ask him something real fast. So I'm just
Well,
gonna
so
go.
like while you're on your way, you see the first guy you talk to kind of standing on like a bread box outside, and it's like, tickets for 2 gold to see
Wait, shit!
Wakefield.
I just realized I can't do it for the other 2 people. It's concentration, isn't it?
Oh, but I would say like with you persuading, you could probably do it even just without. Just do 2 more persuasion checks for me.
Hold on, is it? Yeah, it's concentration. Okay, so persuasion 19 plus 4
Okay.
is 23,
So the second guy does it,
and 20.
so that they both are just like, yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay.
But so you go to the south, and there's this poor guy. He's all buck-toothed, kind of bad clothing. He's like, 2 gold for tickets, and there's a couple people like, you're overpricing, like getting like yelling at him. He's like, no, I swear, 2 gold for tickets. And you just sort of
Okay.
pass him, and make your way into the apothecary. The door is locked.
Oh.
Are you
Yeah.
knocking on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knock on it. You wait a few moments, but nothing. And then you start hearing some bolts and like some stuff moving from beyond the door. And you just see like this beady face kind of poke out, and he's like, yes?
Hey, you want a ticket?
For what?
For the tournament.
Oh my gosh, is that today?
It's in 2 days.
Sure. How
Okay.
much?
It's 1 gold.
I love that little noise.
All right. And he kind of takes it. He's like, no, go away.
Oh, wait. I had one more question.
Mm.
How much is this worth? And I pull out my bag of diamond dust.
I don't know. In its current state, he kind of pulls out like a little like glass thing to look through. He just seems to be looking at it. He's like, I can't see with this sun. Come in. And he kind of opens the door for you to come in.
Okay.
And he goes over and he kind of places it on the table and looks at it again. And pulls a light over, like lights a torch and brings it over. And its current state, 300, 325, 342, 342 gold pieces.
Ooh, that's a lot.
This is a diamond. That's, wow, pretty good.
You don't sound that well. Are you sick?
I'm fine.
Insight check.
Okay, insight check.
16 plus. Might be 0. Is it wisdom? Yeah, it's wisdom. 16.
So you get the sense that he might be catching like some allergy problems. Maybe. He's speaking kind of nasally.
Okay, I can't really help with that. Well, I hope you feel better.
Are you not selling these for me?
Well, I was wondering because we found these, or I found these at in a place, and I've had it for a while, and I just didn't know what it was worth. But actually, do you know any uses for this?
It looks like it was already used.
Oh, so it's useless?
Well, some components for spells are like full diamonds, but once they're used, they just shatter. They turn to dust.
Would you buy it for 342?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Okay, so does that mean I'm buying it?
Sure.
And he pulls out, he kind of gets into his coin pouch and muffles around, like, and he gets out 342 gold pieces. But most of it, what he gets out is actually platinum. But it's the equivalent of 340 gold in platinum, and then 2 gold.
It'd be like 34 platinum and yeah. I think, right? Because it's like 10 gold per platinum.
Yeah, it's 34 platinum and 2 gold. So that's what you have now.
Okay, thank you. So get well soon. Bye. Enjoy the tournament.
See you in the tournament.
I'm gonna beat another guy. Just you watch.
That's what I'll be doing. Yes.
I'll leave.
Goodbye. And he kind of like follows you out and then shuts the door.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to the guild, I guess.
Okay.
And wait
Is
for,
anyone
for my other guys. Not sell anything.
Anybody else do anything?
I don't have much time.
Exactly. Well, like I'm just saying, like before we kind of like get to a point where we could. Is there anything you want to do before we get to a point where we pick up next time?
On the way back to the guild, I'm just gonna ask Grizz about the silvers in the tournament.
Hey, well, let me see.
I don't know if we're RPing that. I'm just saying that's what I want to do.
I'm RPing. Fuck you.
Grizz
Well,
would
but-
know him, though. But Logan would have to know everything.
got
Kimiko
you.
has to go, so that's why
Oh.
I'm saying.
I mean, alright, then for sake of brevity, I know that you're taking part.
Well, hold on a second. So, Emil, do you want to do anything specific?
Nothing that I can do right now.
Okay, so you kind of, I would say Roger's like, he wants to just keep you on his shoulders on the way back if you're going to allow him.
Yeah.
So he like carries you the way back, and Jasper the entire time, he does this thing where he's juggling daggers and then he'll pretend like he's going to drop one, it's going to land right on somebody, but then he catches it and he just smiles at him with that weird kind of crooked smile, and they just like, what the? And they just like walk away. And he's like,
I make him smell like apples the entire time.
that's really no. I don't think that's gonna make people like me.
No, but if they go near you, they're like, hey, you don't smell too bad.
Well, I didn't smell bad before.
But now you smell better.
But why apples? I don't understand.
You're red. I don't know. I like apples. They smell nice.
Well, raspberries are red. Strawberries are red.
I never had a raspberry. Okay, I'll do strawberries now.
I don't like this. Was you stout?
If you get one person to smile back at you.
And the craziest thing is like a little kid that passes by, and he's like, "Hey, little kid, do you want to see a magic trick?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." And then he's like starts juggling. But when he's juggling, he's not even looking at it. And then he just chucks, like, what is one of the daggers gets into his right hand, he chucks it straight into the air, higher than the rest. And then he's, like, not even looking at it. And the dagger just falls directly through his body. Like, it doesn't kill, like, go into, it goes through his body, like it's fake. But it actually hits the ground and makes, like, a clink noise. Like he's ethereal.
Okay. How did you do that?
And the little kid's like, whoa! And he just keeps juggling and he does it again. Like he picks the dagger off the ground as he's juggling and like with his foot and then puts it up into his hands and then he starts juggling again. He throws that same dagger into the air. And then it falls directly straight into his like where his head is, but it goes directly through his head and his body and then hits the ground. It goes tink.
That's weird. Okay. I say that in character.
And the kid's like, well, how do you do that? And he's like, I'll tell you if you smile for me. And the kid's like, and smiles really big. He's like, hey, it's a magical item. And then he chucks it like across the street at somebody, and it goes right through them, and then pierces the wall on the other side.
Okay.
And that person starts like falls in the guts, like, ah, what the? And then the kid's like, oh my, what the? And then like the mom of the kid's like, yeah, honey, and like starts hurrying her kid away. And then he just looks up and she's like, will you stop making me smile now?
Maybe you shouldn't throw stuff at people and they'll like you more.
It's
You
not
almost
gonna
had 'em.
hurt him. It's not gonna hurt him.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
You gotta consider other people's feelings too.
I mean, I could say the same to you. What if I was allergic to apples?
It's just a spell.
But what if I was allergic to apples?
Then you finally get to smell apples. Because I'm pretty sure if you're allergic, you wouldn't want to be near one.
He just keeps going. And you guys eventually make it back.
That was it.
But yeah. I guess that's where we'll end, guys. Especially for Elizabeth, Kimiko, Emil, all three of those names. You may leave now if you guys need to. What were you gonna do, Grizz?
I was just gonna like RP telling Carbon about the people who have like signed up and what I know about the ones that she hasn't really met. Or the ones that I don't think she's met.
Which is all of them.
Oh no, you've met.
I mean, I haven't talked to any of them. I've
Touche.
literally
All right. In
talked
that
to you
case,
in my group.
yeah. In that case, I'm also gonna tell like Nana about it because Nana
There.
signed up. Or I assume Nana has signed up.
We watched her sign up before we left.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Give me a second. Oh god, that voice is taxing sometimes. Oh yeah, well, you've got Chloe. She's She's skilled with knives. I wouldn't mess with her. She's shy, but oh, she'll mess you right up. You've then got you. He'll punch you through a wall. Got Bones. She'll probably launch you through the ground with how hard she'll hit you. Let's see who else. You've got Leanne. Kind of like this one, and I point over at Nana. Let's see who else is there. Nola's Trooper. You've seen his dog, Sarge. Lovely kid. He's a good boy, Sarge. But I'd watch out for him. God, he's got one hell of a bite. Let's see who else there is. There's Tristan. He's skilled with a sword. Aye. He's an elf.
Sword
Well,
or a small sword?
what? No, it's a one-handed broadsword that he uses. He's got a wee bit of elf in him, but yeah. You've then got Bertram, who's pretty much the same as Tristan. He ain't got any of them elvish things going on with him, but God, he's skilled with these weapons. Got kind of like a hooked chain with a mace. Aye. He's also a pretty intimidating looking git. Baldwin. He's got an eye patch on his left eye, and well, he's got a beard, but it's not as good as mine. And then let's see, who's the last one? You've got Callista. I've no bloody clue what the fuck she does. I know she's got a sword, but I don't know. I don't know. She normally hangs out with Tristan and Bertram, actually, if you want to try and find out some stuff about her. But I think she's like your little friend. Got the horns and everything. Just not any of the blue. She's more red. You know, like Jasper.
I nod.
I think that's pretty much about it. In terms of the silvers that are in the competition.
Okay. I seem to be kind of thinking about what he said, but just okay. Thank you.
Ugh.
Stop
voice.
dying, please.
That voice really is going to be the death of me.
Good sesh.